is this? I'm gonna like pinch myself. Is this still a dream?
It hurts when you pinch yourself.
I'll just pet the Pegasus.
Okay. Anyone in any?
It's just what? How are you? Okay, friend. I'm assuming you're a friend.
Kind of nudges your hand.
Are you just visiting, or are you gonna stay with me, or are you taking me somewhere?
Wouldn't you like to know it? So no, just kidding. Awesome. It's sort of, well, it doesn't respond in any way. It seems to sort of understand-ish, but it doesn't respond. But for anyone in any bedrooms nearby, you hear this strange clopping. Clop, 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 as it sort of, clops a little in place.
Yeah, I'll just kind of stand up and, like, is there a saddle on it or anything?
Nope, no saddle.
Okay, if I walk across the room, does it follow me or does it just watch me?
It's watching you.
I'm just gonna look up at the ceiling and go, really? What? I don't understand. Just kind of like speaking out to Mistra, like, thank you. I mean, yes. I want to know more about magic. I don't know anything about serving a god. I don't know anything about who I am aside from what you just told me. Anything I've tried to find out has just not worked. So, what am I supposed to do with a Pegasus underground?
Pegasus turns and faces a door. It'd probably fit through a door if it tucks its wings in and it goes under. Maybe.
Is it still like? Have I had a full rest yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say we went right through the night. Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably morning. Like early morning. Okay, I'll let it. Okay, I'll go and open the door and like, are we going outside?
It continues to go to doors to try and get outside. Yeah.
Okay. I'll lead it outside and take it outside.
Is anyone else up early that might catch this? I mean, you'd hear it if you're awake, but if you're up and out of your room, you'd probably see it. It would be hard to miss. Nope. Okay. So you clop your way through the home. Yeah, I think it's early enough where you probably catch an eye just from the servants, but they're just sort of awestruck and not really saying anything.
I'll just kind of wave to them and say, good morning. I don't understand either. And just keep walking outside.
Nice. Right. And you head outside. You've got a little bonding time with your Pegasus. What's everyone else up to as you wake up in the morning? This does not work on this.
I think Aga, until someone comes and knocks on his door, is just going to continue working on his artificing.
Okay. Nice.
Blueberry's going to do a perimeter check of the house. Pee on a couple of things, do his stuff.
There's a strange scent in the house. Like another animal.
Ooh.
Yeah, you follow it.
Follow the scent.
You kind of like, you catch it, you follow it in one direction, it leads over to Erinlyn's room. You don't really see anything in here, and if you backtrack and follow it the other way, it'll lead you out the front door, where you'll see coming around the corner of the house, Erinlyn and this Pegasus.
I'll just look at her.
I don't understand either. I had a dream about a Pegasus appearing from stars, and then I woke up and this was in my room.
Okay. Does it talk?
At least it hasn't talked to me yet.
I'll try and talk to the horse.
Okay.
Oh, does it look like the other Pegasus we met?
Or the unicorn, like Emercena's unicorn.
Oh, was it a unicorn?
Yeah, she had a unicorn. I mean, it does look similar, and sans the horn and with plus the wings, but this has a very like a vibrant white sheet of fur, coat of fur rather.
Fair.
Hey, what's your name?
It looks at you. Are you speaking in common or as an trying to do like a horse speak?
Animals?
Yeah, as an animal.
Okay. It doesn't seem to understand you.
Hey, if Twilight Princess Wolflink can speak to Epona, then I don't see why Blueberry can't speak to a Pegasus.
Okay, seeing as it's like weirdly shimmery and stuff, I'm gonna try and speak to it in Celestial.
Okay, beautiful. Blueberry, you have this it's very song-like speech where it sounds absolutely beautiful, almost like there's some harmony that comes out as the second part when you're speaking it.
I understand Celestial.
Oh, the Pegasus doesn't seem to be able to respond, but seems to understand what you're saying. And it kind of looks up at Aaron when you ask its name. It kind of looks up at Aaron and then back at you, and seems to nudge you.
I think you should name it.
It looks over at Aaron.
Oh no, I'm really bad with names. Are you a girl Pegasus or a boy Pegasus?
Make a medicine check.
No, -1.
Professor Oak, yeah. Just kidding.
That's a 0.
Oh my gosh. Well, it should be obvious. You know what? I'll let you choose. With a 0, you can just choose. Really, it's up to you anyway.
I rolled a 1 and I have a -1.
That's brutal. What would you like it to be?
It's a girl and her name is Sandra.
Okay, yeah. Beautiful. It gives a little bit of a bow to you and then looks at back at you, Blueberry.
Yep. I give a little bow. Sandra?
It's in my allies now, Sandra the Pegasus.
Nice. All right. Well, the two of you are able to have your any further exchange you wish out here. Who wants to wake up next?
Come on, get it together.
For real.
I will head down to what? I don't know how, who knows how this estate is arranged. I'm going to attempt to head down to the the breakfast area without any incident, but do I encounter the configuration?
I think we walked all the way outside, so we're outside.
Okay, so you're outside. Okay.
But if you walk by a window, I'm sure it's obvious.
Yeah, make a perception check if you would. As you're kind of walking by, there would be a couple windows you'd probably go by.
Roll that up. Perception. 16 plus 1, 17.
Yeah. I mean, you do like a double take. You walk past like 3 windows before the third one you stop. And you walk back like, what? You see Blueberry and Aaron Wynn talking to a big Pegasus in the front yard.
Mortal just stop. I need coffee.
Nice.
But if I see Jeremiah On the way, I will just stop it with Jeremiah and say, just a quick note: send somebody into town for straw and a shovel.
I thought perhaps it was just me for a minute there, but you see it too. I feel a little bit better about that.
Never a dull moment with us.
No, I can see that now. There's coffee over here and some of those donuts left to heat it up this morning. There's some other food arranged over there.
Ah, thank you. Then I'll proceed for coffee and donuts.
All right, who's waking up next? Or does anyone else have anything they want to do while they wake up? Otherwise, you can all see the horse and be join each other for breakfast time.
Rainbow is gonna wake up next and gonna go outside to see if the temple's still up.
I think at this time of day it still would be. I feel like that was maybe like late morning. So you get up. Okay. Temple's still there, and tramping around it is Aaronman and the Pegasus, and possibly Blueberry still.
I'm gonna walk by them, just look at
nice.
The Pegasus, look at Aaron, look at Blueberry. How?
I don't know. I had a dream and then I woke up and there's a Pegasus in my room.
What's this from?
I mean, she's got the symbol here in her hair.
What does the symbol look like?
The circlet of 7 stars, right?
Okay. I'm gonna take out my sketchbook, sketch this symbol.
Okay.
And then just look speechless. Blueberry, did you have anything to do with this? Okay. I believe.
Oh.
Nice. All right. So you're out there now. Aga, you hear a knock on the door. You hear Suzukan's voice, one of the servants. Oh, excuse me, sir. It's time for breakfast. Will you be joining us?
I'll be down momentarily.
Good. She, there's certain scents that come out of the room after working in alchemist labs. And she's, she holds back, refrains from saying anything, knowing you're a guest. She's like, I don't say anything. And heads downstairs. But you can smell now, I guess, some of that coffee is brewing, and some of those, one of the donuts reheated and wafting up, and some other such stuff.
He will kind of take his time at first, and then after getting a whiff of the donut, he'll be like, and he'll kind of hurriedly put his stuff away and then hurry to the kitchen.
Nice. All right. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to do, or just advance to breakfast?
Galathor will head down for breakfast.
Okay. Nice. How about Devanya? Are you heading down?
Sorry, they're watching Avatar.
No worries. Everyone's watching Avatar. It's on Netflix.
Guys, be quiet. I'll just be the last person down.
Okay. All right. So, Kaylin, how about you?
No, I would. She would just get on to breakfast.
Okay. And Emil, are you joining everyone for breakfast today?
I think. Yeah.
Let's see. My gap just nice. All right. Everyone is down around the table for breakfast. Suzukan is how Jeremiah is working up the food. Suzukan is setting the table and serving everybody. The young unnamed human male, very late teenager, 18, 19, is sent out to get some hay and some oats and some other things to take care of a horse. Susan, she is chatty as she's serving everyone. Well, certainly an interesting morning. Do you always bring horses in the house?
Up, it wasn't there when I went to sleep, and then I woke up and it was there. I'm just as confused as everybody.
Well,
well.
Does
on a
Caleb see
side
his
note-
horse in the estate?
It's outside. She's outside. Her name is
Okay.
Sandra, and she's outside.
Okay, all right.
What's that, Master Blueberry?
Oh, it's not a horse.
Oh.
It's a Pegasus.
Oh. Well, that clears things up a bit.
It does?
Oh, no. Still can't wrap my head around it. Well, it's outside now, right? And what are you all up to today? Did you enjoy the festival yesterday? Any big plans for today? And passes out some coffee.
Well, where is she asking this at, Dan? Is everyone
The
downstairs
table.
for breakfast?
I think so. Mm-hmm. Except maybe Emil. I don't know if he's here.
Well, I mean, Caitlin would just trail off there.
Nice. Oh, you sure you're all adventurers? I was expecting more of a.
Thank you for the help.
Oh, I understand. Right, so there you are. There's refills on the counter.
I mean, we have to be adventurers. This stuff this zany doesn't happen to anybody else.
She just kind of bows and steps out of the room.
I'm so confused.
You guys are so loud.
Oh, so is your house. I'm kidding.
Hey, if they're gonna watch anything, if there's gonna be any background noise, Avatar's the best thing to have.
Yes.
Gotta second that.
That's awesome.
Agree.
So, I guess that's probably a good question, is what we plan to do now. I know that Galathor, you've spoken to them about the crystal, about the map, correct?
That's right.
Okay. That has to do with possibly the Underdark, which is close to here, underneath the city, possibly. And we also need to get some, and she'll kind of glance at Aga, we also need to get looking for some crystals down there as well. That's the only, I guess, big project I think that I want, at least for today. Possibly it might be a good day to get started on it for anyone that wants to go. Caitlin is really acting really just kind of like awkward, and yeah, she doesn't know how to really ask, like, ask them if they want to come along or if they have other things to do, but yeah.
Mort's going to check in on Callie just to see how she's doing.
She is not doing too well. And on that topic, Kaylin, you would have received a reply from Thaxel. Gosh, it would have been sort of in the middle of the night, or maybe just before you went to bed. But I think you were there for whatever she said. Basically, right. Maeve passed a message along to Thaxel to say, bring her into the tower. She can pick her up and investigate. Take her with her.
Now they said next day.
The next day it'll recharge, so they can.
Okay.
You can communicate again, so you'll be able to message them. It's the next day, and they can reply to this. I mean, you can both use it now, but morning has come.
Okay. I guess she would probably she'll sidle over to Mortimer. How's she doing?
I hear maybe a little worse. I'm not sure, but it's not improving, that's for sure.
I got a reply back from the other group. They said that they requested for us to meet them in the tower. I'm going to reply back when. Is there anything else that you want me to say back to them?
No, I guess not to say back to them, I guess, but I guess we need to find the person who has the key to get back to the tower.
For us?
Yes.
Second, I have to look at our notes.
I think it was me.
Okay. That makes sense. I think it's Aaron Wen that has it.
All right. I will get the key from Erwin, and then when you hear back, when they're ready to go, I'll certainly go with Callie. If anybody else, I don't know if anybody else has to go or.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. I will let you know what they say.
Thank you.
And she will step aside after that, kind of off to herself, Dan, and just sending a message back. Sounds great. When do you want to meet us? She's doing worse. And that's it.
Okay. From what I've gathered from Maeve, she'd have Thaxel reply, or she herself would reply if she has a stone. Let's see. They did that. They returned, and they rested, and then they were going to do that. So sooner the better. I can do it. I forget what form she's in. I think she's in her winter form. Sooner the better. I can do it now. Let's make the exchange happen, and we can get on with our days.
Okay. So vague. All right, and I received that reply immediately, Dan, pretty much?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should go back to Mortimer then. Well, that was fast. Apparently they said whenever. Immediately. Some other day.
Okay. I'll go get the key off Erwin, and I'll take Callie to the tower.
By yourself?
I guess. I don't think.
I guess it's.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Won't encounter anything.
I guess they're. Oh, let me.
I can go with you, Mark.
If you want, that's fine. I appreciate
it. So
it.
then we have the buddy system still going on.
They also left a message for Aga, I think, Dan, right? To bring his sword or to sharpen his sword or something?
Oh, yeah, maybe it was some... Oh, yeah, it was something sassy and something like, we miss you or something. Sassy and sappy. There was a combo, but I don't remember exactly what.
Sword sharp?
Yeah. That was Staxel, I think, yeah.
It was Marcon.
Oh, really? Wow.
I sent you a message on Zoom, Dan. I don't know.
Can you Discord it? I can't because it's on my phone. It won't let me.
Well, just get the key and we can decide where we want to do from there. If it's possible, are you going today to see it? To the tower?
Yes, I can't see any reason not to delay this.
I will reply back to let them know then.
Thank you.
I guess out of character, Dan, something to ask you. Is it okay if he goes today, or do we need to say like tomorrow or like another day?
I think
are you like ready for that?
I
Gotcha.
think what we're doing is we're just giving her Callie, right? We're not like.
Oh, are we?
Is what I.
Yeah, I think it's like a 5-minute exchange is what she would have conveyed in the message. Was she'll meet you both at the tower. It's like 5 minutes. She'll collect Callie, and then you can each go back. She'll just take Callie with her to better assess what's going on.
All right, just making sure that you weren't going to be like in a spin.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so she'll reply back that. Well, no, she can't reply back, right?
No, but she did say let's do it now. So you expect her to probably be there or going.
All right.
Very soon.
I'll just tell Mort to let me know if he needs someone to go with him or Erin Wynn, so that she would go too. So.
Okay, I have sending. So if anything happens, I'll be up. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, sure, certainly.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Some more. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, let me pull that.
The triple buddy system.
Nice. So Mort, Rain, and who's the other person that's going?
I'm not going.
Me, Blueberry, and Mort.
Okay. Are the three of you? You've got the key. You head over to the tower, and as the three of you head, leaving, that leaves Galithor, Emil, Aga, and Kaylin.
We'll be right back.
Rain. So everyone remaining at the table, what would you like to do? Emil, do you have anything, or Galithor that you want to do? No? Galithor, perchance?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
If it's cool, I'd like to check in with Galithor for a moment.
Sure.
Just kind of sit down, realizing that with this last bite of donut, he probably wolfed the rest of it down too quick. And then looking at Galithor and going, feeling better?
A little bit. It's hard to tell. I'm wondering if it's just in my head, but maybe a little bit better. Only time will tell.
Well, if there's anything I can do, let me know.
Thank you.
Dan, when Aga and Galithor has that little mini conversation, I'm going to be like kind of like behind them. And I'm going to cast Detect Good and Evil, like right near. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to see. Hang on. This really good picture. Most areas. Wait. Okay, yeah. I can do this. I'm going to cast Detect Good and Evil near Galithor and Aga from the speculations of what they're trying to see if what happened has to do with, like, I don't know, like they have a feeling that something's up from what happened last night. So behind Aga, I'm just gonna discreetly.
Well, we can do two things. Let me just check first. Are you talking about their exchange in the room? Because I think that only Blueberry knows about that. Or was Rain there too? Did Rain show up after? No, I think it's just Blueberry.
Rain showed up at the very end where Blueberry switched back into Corgi.
Okay, right. So you can cast Detect Evil and Good, but what it does is it lets you know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you. So you do, I believe that's, I don't know, maybe a little bit from Aga because he's sort of a fiend. ish.
I'm going to certainly try this spell. If it doesn't work, that's okay with me. And it's a concentration spell up to 10 minutes. So
okay. You light it up, and again, you detect that Aga has a little fiendish in him. It's within 30 feet, so Galthor doesn't use a human. Or right? Yeah. Now I've got to pause and think. Half elf?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not right.
Well, I mean, you were half right.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Does that cover undead? Because there's.
I have the spell pulled up. I can tell you.
It does. That's okay.
Yes,
I've
it
got
does.
it pulled up too. So Emil-ish, with the undead-ish. There's a lot of ishes at the table, but everything you would expect.
Okay. It doesn't. It just says it's just the fiend. Like it doesn't really have to tell you a specific. Never mind. I have the spell pulled up. I don't know what I'm saying, so it's all good. Okay. All right. Okay. Knowing that knowledge, I'm just gonna drop the spell instead of having it up for the duration of the spell.
Okay.
If she casts within 30 feet behind us, would we have noticed that? Like, how discreet was spell casting?
Well, I think that there's verbal components, so yeah, so you would have heard it. I don't think you can stealth the verbal.
Unless if you whisper it.
I think Aga would just kind of tilt his head over and kind of like make eye contact with Rain and cock an eyebrow, but he wouldn't say anything.
Seeing that, Rain would exchange eyebrow. I don't know.
Turn eyebrow waggle. Yeah.
An exchange of eyebrows.
Eyebrow with my eyebrow.
I guess. I don't know.
Eyebrow duel engaged.
Nice.
And then I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay.
Like
you've also. Okay.
Like after seeing Aga make eye contact with Rain, I'll drop the spell. That's when I'm gonna drop the spell, and I'm just gonna walk away.
All right. You would have noticed Devanya doing the same a little bit earlier, just getting some food and then heading out. She asked her question, but after waiting for a little bit, she just got up and zipped outside. All right. So breakfast, just to keep y'all moving into a direction. Is there anything y'all want to do today then?
I just want to touch base with Aga really quick.
Oh yeah, please.
I don't know what that was all about, but just so you're aware, she is having you watched.
I am.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. She, her, they, them. It's all the same to me.
To be frank, Galthor, I'm always being watched. So, nothing new. And he'll kind of tilt his head to the side just a little bit and kind of gesture with his eyes. And if Galthor looks in the direction that he gestured, there's an owl on like the light fixture above, basically watching the whole room for him. And he'll cock the eyebrow, but this time in like a conspiratorial way instead of what are you doing? Not too worried about it.
How goes your research into the what are they called?
Warforged?
Warforged, yes.
Well, as far as I can tell, if I don't want to burn my soul and leave some more scarring on my non-physical form, I need to get some crystals to channel that energy somewhere else. We'll see. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to be a process.
Any specific type of crystals, or will any type do?
Dan, do I remember the type? I don't remember. Rob doesn't remember the type, but Aga definitely
crystals.
Would. That's the one.
Thank you.
He would. Morning dew crystals.
Your voice changed all of a sudden.
No idea what you're talking about. But yeah, he would explain the concept of morning dew crystals and what they, at least his understanding of what they do and stuff. And where I think he knows where they come from at this point, where to find them, I believe. I think we've been over that, so he would explain that as well.
Perhaps we can work together on that, and I can expand my knowledge of this map that I've been trying to work out.
Have you shown?
Yeah, I think I brought it. I think I brought it out last breakfast.
I don't know. I think Aga was there at the tail end, but I don't know if he was there the whole time.
This map.
But he'll okay. He'll take a look at it, and that gestures down towards the same area where the crystals are, correct?
It does, yeah. I mean, it's clearly, as Galthor describes it, below the city and in this sort of underdark area, it matches all the general information that you have of where morning dew crystals are.
He'd nod and he'd be like, I think that's a good idea. And I'd love another capable arm on the journey. I think that we should probably make sure that Mort's friend is okay first, though.
Agreed.
Yeah, from the sound of it, sounds like it's not getting better. It's concerning.
Dan, did they leave, or are we just kind of?
They walked through a door. The three of them went through a door into the tower, but they'll be gone like 5 minutes. So sort of.
Aga has no idea how long they're going to be gone or what they're doing.
Nice,
but
okay. In that case, we'll jump over to Mort. Well, gosh, should we have Mort, Blueberry, and Aaronwin? Does that sound right? The three of you step through the door into the tower that looks anew once again as it's continued to repair itself. Much better condition, not tip-top yet, but it has all the creature comforts. Everything seems to be in pretty good repair. Just shelves are still missing books, and there are other alchemical components in this section that seem to be, clearly missing. Instruments. Some of the tools and other things that come in towards the end aren't back yet. But Aoife is alerted to the presence. Of course, she's already standing there with Mavriel in her winter form, who has a much colder demeanor at first glance here, and given her expressions. But Aoife's, oh, Blueberry, come here. So glad, and everyone, yes, of course, it's good to see you all.
We definitely understand. Just let the blueberry go.
Oh, and she gives you all the loves. Oh, are you doing well? Yes.
Yes.
My little buck.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good. Keeping everybody safe.
Oh yes.
Of course. I have some treats for you if you want. And she'll just have them dance across the room, float through the air, a little satchel, and she'll open it up and pull the treats out and put them down and leaves a satchel on a table nearby. And they are I don't know, whatever your favorite treats are.
Sausages.
Perfect. Seasoned, seared, and everything just the way you like it. Fresh. Tastes fresh. Oh, your friend Mayfriel was just informing me of your purpose here. I hope your little friend is well. I shall look over at Mort nearby.
Yeah, she's not been feeling well.
She's she's very lethargic. She's like a little pixie lump.
Okay. And she doesn't appear to be getting better, so we figured Mavriel from the other group would have some ideas on what to do.
That makes sense, yes. And Mavriel steps forward. Good to see you all again. What's the little one's name? And she'll hold out her hand very delicately.
Callie.
And do you put Callie on her hand?
Yes.
Oh, the poor thing. Yes, now you said that she spent some time tethered to a weapon, yes?
Yes, she was, I guess maybe tethered is the right word. She was in the dagger. I mean, and then we got together and released her from the dagger.
Oh, good for you. Good for her. And has she been able to return to the Fae? I believe your friend Kaylin mentioned something of not being able to return.
Not for, we were in the Fae for, God, maybe an hour. It was really brief.
Oh, I see. She's unable to return on her own then. She'll kind of like stroke her hair and feel for a little pulse.
Yeah, she's not quite sure, and I don't think she knows of any Fae portals or any,
Yes. The connection must be very weak. She's likely drawn on the last of the energy she has innately. Well, by happenstance, I'm currently in the Feywild. I would like to bring her with me and see if we can reconnect her properly so that she may regain her strength and be able to return on her own to recharge, as it were, when needed. You okay with this?
Yes, I look to the others and I'm like, I don't see any other really option we can do. So
yes,
by all means, I would appreciate it.
Anything to help her feel better.
It's good you brought her now. He does not have long if left on the prime.
I'll just go up on my back legs and just sort of touch my nose to Callie and say goodbye.
Oh, I should lower her hand down. Well, she'll cast a little levitate spell on her and just sort of, have her kind of float along.
Before she goes, I'll activate 2 of my runes.
Okay.
And then I'll go over and I'll just kind of pet Callie's hair and I'll transfer one of my runes to her. So if something hits, I don't know. Hopefully it'll help her.
Nice.
I don't know. I don't think it'll do anything. But
that's nice. Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, I hope that helps a little bit.
Thank you. Yes, I think it will. I have matters to attend to, but I will keep you informed via arrangement with the stones, yes?
That sounds fine. Thank you for doing this.
Of course. Of course. Yes. It's not too often that people from the Prime appreciate, value those from the Fae quite as much as this. So, you've done well. Yes, I must be off. I do hope things go well. Things are taking an interesting turn for us. I will message you tomorrow with updates.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, and keep us posted if if there's anything we can do. Always.
Of course. We're getting our facts together, but just be wary of any shadowy figures, yes? And tell Kaylin to be extra cautious. I'll explain more tomorrow.
Okay. All right, I will do.
She'll turn and head back to her door. The door seals up. Nathan's like, oh, I guess it's time to go then, yes, little pup.
Yeah. I don't need to roleplay this so we can carry on, but I'm gonna ask.
Actually, I have a question for her before we leave, but go do your thing.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask her if she can look up. If she knows of any sword that's attached, anything that like might indicate what the sword is that Galathor had.
Oh, did you hear? Oh, yeah, you did. You heard the whole thing of. Okay,
Yes,
yeah. So you mentioned the all the deets, right?
Yeah.
Like whispery. Okay. Oh, that's. Do you mention to her that it was Galathor, or just in general? You're asking.
Oh. Yeah, I trust her. Yeah, Galathor, sure.
Okay. Oh, yes. Well, he must have a very strong mind and soul to resist. Yes, please keep a careful eye on him. It is not an easy task to overcome the will of that creature. I will see what I can put together, but I would recommend either locking away the weapon or destroying it. That is a very fell, very powerful creature.
Will do. Love you.
Love you too. Oh, right. And she grabs a little satchel and waves her hand over it, and it turns into more of like one of the little rectangular pouches that sits on the side of your gear on your back. And she fastens it into a third slot with a strap and says, this will now give you an endless supply of your snacks, dear. Think of me when you partake. Yes, I'm always there, snack in hand. Endless decanter of doggy treats.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so good.
There's biscuits, there's sausages, there's the little cookie biscuit treats, there's 6 different types of your choice.
Are there like fruit snacks for
rather.
when Blueberry's a boy?
Nice. Yeah. I don't know. That'd be interesting.
I'm overwhelmed.
Well, do take care, Papa. I do hope to see you again. Yes.
Yes.
Be well, and everyone else, of course. Yes. Be well. Thank you for coming. I hope all is well, and everyone, you seem so eager. Do you have something you wish to say?
Yeah, really quick. What do you know about the goddess Mistra?
Oh, a good deal, I would say. Yes, goddess over magic. She is currently in her second form incarnation. She once sacrificed herself to repair the spell weave. There's so much. There's so very much. Is there something in particular that I can answer for?
Yeah. I met her yesterday when we went to a festival in Kalen's hometown, and then last night I had a dream about a Pegasus, and then I woke up and there was a Pegasus in my room with her symbol on the side.
Well,
is that normal?
No.
Okay.
No, I would not call that normal. No, it's not unheard of for Mister to reach out to some through her avatar, young girl.
Caitlin Glassong or Caitlin Moonsong.
Yes, if one has either a great destiny ahead of them or has beseeched her with enough intention and heart. However, given that you are a room child, yes, I imagine she may have taken some special interest in you. They only a handful at a time in the world. 3, 4, 5, perhaps. You're very, very rare breed of magic user.
Yes, buddy. All right.
Mommy.
Say hi.
Hi.
It's
you.
It's you.
This is my Liam.
Thank you.
Say hi. Say hi. It's rainbow. Yes, there's the rainbow.
Nice little meal.
Rainbow?
So it could be that she's just acting directly toward you. Perhaps she has.
Yeah, she did say that because I am a rune child. Yes, that's right. Is there a way? Do you know how to? You know, I don't know what I'm trying. I literally forgot what I was going to ask.
Nice.
So she's gonna ask, like, because she knows about what's his face, the king, who's also a rune child, and she wants to know if there's a way to like find out if / where the others are.
Oh. The fates usually keep rune children separate. They each have their own destiny to fulfill. That you met another is incredible in itself. I don't know of a way to carve each other's, but certainly I can look into it for you, young one.
All right, thank you. If not, don't worry about it then.
Well, things are beginning to prepare around here, and I'm always looking forward to the next experimental project and finding means to connect rune children to one another, or seek them out, or discover locations. Certainly a task worthy of my attention.
Because it's nice to know I'm not alone.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, I wish you all the best. Take care, and I do hope to see you soon. Just give some more scritchies to Blueberry before you're all able to pile out. And 5-10 minutes has passed, maybe 10 minutes, 5 to set things up with Gabriel, another 5 with Ava. You find yourselves back in the cavern-smelling keep and / horse. And you've returned. Mostly everyone's at the dining table except
Did you
Rain
just
and
say the
Devon.
estate smelled like horse?
A little bit like horse.
Dan,
cave.
No, the servants have gotten on that. They have made the place smell better. Absolutely
Nice.
not.
Awesome. They are on it. Nice. Smells fresh and clean. All right, so you're back. You find, I think, it'd mostly be Aga, Emil, and Galathor, and Kaylin at the table. As you walk down from the door to the kitchen, you see Devanya outside, and Rain you don't see. She got up and bounced somewhere in the house.
I think Dan.
Mm-hmm.
This is a out of character question. The raven follows me everywhere, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as long as you want it to. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I forgot that this is going to get taken used to, but the raven is going to be perched, and I'm going to command to do like a search around to see if there's any like eyes, ears, or anything. Just
picks anything up?
Yeah.
Go ahead and do a perception check.
I got the monster manuals.
But with the check and see too if it has advantage in that. I'm going to let you look that up while I have everyone else kick in, and let me know once you've been up. Cool, thanks.
You're good. It's a raven, correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. The rest of you here, at the table, you hear everyone else arrive. Ta-da, everyone's back together. Except Devanya outside and Rain elsewhere.
Well, so who would like to go with us to the Underdark, I think? Underneath the city? Anyone looking for an adventure today?
Well, yeah, we shouldn't. Yeah, do we know anything about this place, or?
We possibly have a map.
What's there? Okay.
Part of it, at least. as far as what's there, I think it's dangerous. So if we go, we need to be prepped up.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. Yeah.
If anyone needs anything from in town before we head down there.
I'm supplied up, but everybody's. Yeah, we don't know who has what healing potions, but
I have a few.
Okay.
I'll go check with Devanya. And
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Oh, did everything go okay with the thing?
Yeah, Mavriel took Callie. She said they're in the Fae right now, so
that's handy.
So it's fortuitous for us that happened.
Yeah.
So she thinks she just needs to reconnect with the Feywild and regenerate energy.
Okay.
So and we're still in the dining room, right, Dan?
Correct.
Yes, that's where Caitlin would have asked you. Yes, when she saw you guys come in.
Okay.
All right, I'll go and check with Devanya and see if she wants to head out with us. And should we go and look for Devanya?
Yeah, I think we probably, if it's dangerous, we should probably should all go.
Sure, I'm not going to make anyone go if they don't want to.
Oh, naturally.
There's enough of that, you know?
I hear you.
Should I go and find Devanya?
Okay.
All right, you start to head out to find Devanya. You see a crow sort of flying through the house into the kitchen. And Rain, with an 8, I'm sorry.
It was perception, correct? Perception skill. Okay, yeah, so 8.
Okay. It's not super difficult for your Raven to find the owl that's perched atop a lamp nearby. Otherwise, everything seems sort of normal for the house.
Okay, and I forgot to mention, if it did say anything, it's gonna perch.
Okay. Do you want it to, I guess it can't really report back to you. Yeah, you do get a general sense from it. Do you want it to come back to you? Or?
Well, I'm gonna have it come back to me.
Okay.
And then I'm whatever the Raven tells me, I'm gonna tell it to perch where it saw. Oh, because I'm assuming it can talk to me, right?
There's some level of communication. Yeah, it's not a verbal or speech, but you get.
It's kind of like what Emil and Seb can do, just like telepathically.
Yeah, which may increase, but for now, yeah, it's sort of like that vibe.
So I'm gonna assume it telepathically told me there's an owl perched, and then I'm gonna tell it to perch right across from the owl to where the owl can see it.
Okay.
Name is in progress, so there will be a name soon.
Awesome. All right. So I got this raven flies nearby, like a few feet away on a different perch, just not aggressively staring at your owl or anything. It's just sort of perching in that area, for whatever that's worth.
And just for the roll, Dan, the Raven didn't get any information that the owl belonged to anybody. No. Okay.
No, it was just sort of a quick sweep.
I think that Rain would be aware, though. Aga hasn't hidden that his familiar is most definitely an owl. Yeah, I don't think that'd be like.
From my perspective, I think like during the crossover, Rain wouldn't know that you had a familiar. So I'm trying.
Probably have a rough idea. Yeah. Okay. So Caitlin, you're heading outside. Does anyone else at the dinner table have anything they want to suss out? Nope. Okay. Devanya, you see Caitlin swing the door open in Caitlin fashion and head outside.
Caitlin fashion.
Hey, Steph, is it quiet enough for you?
It's very quiet. Yes.
It's fired.
That's awesome.
Good morning.
Hi. She's pulled her mask down, and she's eating the donut and drinking coffee.
So, we're heading, not that I really want to, but we're heading down to the Underdark today. We're looking for some crystals, but also Galathor has that map that he wants to check out.
Do we know where it leads to? You guys?
He found it in his shield.
Still salty about that, by the way.
I mean, it is a little strange, yes. So I figured since it seems to match up with maps of the Underdark below the city, that since we're here, it's at least worth checking out, and maybe we can get some payment back on what was put into it. At least that's what I'm hoping. I hope it's not another shield. That would be unfortunate.
Okay, I'll bite.
Okay. All right, well, the only thing I know is that it could be dangerous, so just make sure you're prepared for some adventure, and it looks like we'll get going here in a bit.
Okay, about how much time would you say?
How much time do you need? I mean, I would say probably within the next hour we'll head out. Do you need more?
I just need to go into town and find some healing potions.
That's fine. Dan, knowing where the entrance is, isn't that like is that like in between here in town, or?
I kind of want to gauge like how much time it would be to be able to do that.
It's up on like the second or third floor. So you have to go into town, which isn't too far of a walk. You're right outside town, but you just go up a couple places. I mean, it'd be within an hour for sure.
Oh yeah, okay. She's gonna like chug the rest of her coffee, set the cup underneath the tree, and start walking to town after.
Okay.
If Kaylin's finished.
Yeah.
I'll be back soon.
Okay. We'll wait for you. And she'll go back inside.
Okay.
Leaving the mug all alone.
Awesome.
You're right. I should have broken the mug.
Smash!
Yeah, you really should have. #missed opportunity.
Definitely.
Kaylin would probably find Brewer as well. Was he downstairs?
Was he here at the keep still?
Where else would he go?
Might be...
Where'd he go?
He's got his own place now. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's here. He's doing whatever. He'll be up in his, room still.
Does he not live at the keep anymore? I'm confused.
You're not sure. I guess you haven't talked to him about it.
I just assumed he didn't say anything.
You did not. That's just kidding.
All right. Well, she'll find Brewer, just assuming that's where he lives, and where does she find him at, Dan? Just anywhere?
He's up in his room. Yeah.
Okay. So she'll knock kind of on the door frame, on the door if it's closed.
You hear a couple of heavy footfalls before the door swings open. He leans down under the top of the door jamb. Jacera. Good morning to you. How may I help you?
I was wanting to know, we're going to go down to the Underdark to do some exploring, just in case you wonder where we're at. But when we get back, I know that you were wanting to talk to Aga about the transition.
Yes.
Did you want to do that when we get back? Probably be a good time.
I think when you return would be good. Hearing this closer to time of the process, the better.
Okay.
I want it to be fresh in his mind before he undergoes this transition.
Makes sense. Yeah, probably when we get back, that would probably be the next step. So.
Good.
Everything okay?
Yes. Yes, I have much work to do today. But
for the council?
To better situate myself as a potential member of the council, yes.
You want to elaborate on that, or are you keeping it?
Oh, many mundane tasks. Nothing of importance.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck. And she'll leave.
You as well, just Sarah. Be careful.
You too. We will. Yeah. And she'll go.
Okay. All right. He closes the door back over. Anyone, Emil, do you have anything you want to do before everyone gets back? I can never tell if Warren's thinking or if he didn't hear me. Yeah, sorry.
He shook his head.
Oh, I didn't have. Yeah, it shows me like 3 people at a time. I swatched over too late. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just gonna zip. Everyone has their potions. Everyone's back. It sounds, unless anyone is against going, then I imagine Caleb would have rallied everyone. Is anybody not going?
Character.
Okay.
Sorry. I was looking for a specific spell. Realized that it's the wrong character. Like she does not have.
Oh, that's a Dan move. Total Dan move.
It really is. Yes.
Never mind.
Do they have? No, we don't. All right. Kaylin has rallied you all outside of her, outside of the estate here. You actually
make sure
have
Galathor has his map.
Oh, right.
Galathor has his map. He has also used the facilities before leaving.
Everyone went to the
nice.
restroom before we leave. This might be a day trip.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh, that's where we'll take our bio break. It's a little bit early, but let's sneak it in now.
Nice.
I think that's great.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yes, and when we come back, Rain, something to think of while we're on break is that you've also been told about trying to do something about that one of the 7 or 12, whatever it is, that is in the same area. So they've been describing this Underdark area, Baarakiir, like that's where the Raven Queen told.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay, cool.
It's been on my mind.
And as we're gathered together, speaking of potions, I do have 4 greater healing potions that I made. So if anybody does not have a healing potion that wants one, I have 4 to give out.
I also have Hero's Feast.
Because I also have magic healing chocolate eggs, so I don't need the potions.
Yummy.
I mean,
if you're down to separate with them, Aga will definitely take it.
Yes, so like I'll give. So if Aga wants one, I'll give one to Aga. Who else doesn't have a potion? I have 3 left.
I have healing. I'm good.
Okay, so Mort, I'll give one to Mort, one to Aga. Emil, do you need one? Blueberry, do you need one?
No, I've got one, thank you.
Kaylin?
No, I think I have like 2 or 3, but thank you.
Yeah, Galathor?
I just touched myself, and that's
Nice. When I need to feel and I touch myself. Yeah.
I'll carefully give one to Galathor.
Don't touch
Bane,
his
do you
hands.
guys want?
Nice. Is it one of the eggs? No.
Oh God.
Okay, sorry. All right, with that, we'll take our break.
Okay,
Bio
beer deck
break.
is going
Get
up.
you on about
Mine's
10
for
minutes.
staying hot.
Yay. Woo! Oh, that's
Just like
amazing. Yeah. Let's see. Mute. Nope. Mute.
with you, chat, because this is when I pull up chat, so I can see what's going on.
Oh, my buns. I'm sitting in that place alone. My buns are hurting. Yeah.
Don't forget, the mics are hot.
Oh, I didn't. I just like it. I like the air rates better than
It's okay, I did the same thing.
Let's just make it.
It's okay, I did the same thing, and I also make it better. It scared my sister.
Yes. Anyway, whatever it was, so that whole back section, back of my thighs, a lot of on the edge of the seat. You really comfy seat. It's so difficult 3 hours out of
I've been walking for the next 3 days in a row. That's my exercise. To get my cardio on.
Awesome. Awesome. Get it. What's this? Ketchup? Gross. What? Not that ketchup is gross, but it's like from some restaurant and then one of those little container things. Like those giant things. I don't know why we save these things. This thing stay in the fridge for 3 weeks. This is true.
I mean, when has there been a shortage?
Never need it,
ketchup?
yeah. I have to go through for the ketchup and mustard packets and like duck sauce packets every so often, 2 months. Get rid of these.
Right, chat. Sorry. I've had, okay, so at my local coffee shop, they have these things called splashes, and you can add like pink and blue energy, and if you wanted to, for extra energy, you can add Red Bull.
Oh, jeez.
So, guess who has like 3 times the energy that they normally don't have on a Friday night?
Oh, that's nice.
So, I've had energy, so.
Yeah, that'll do it, right?
Hello. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, jeez. Let me sneak through here for a second.
I'm an international monster.
Please slice and try some of those while I'm getting this other crap. Lies. Just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna stir my coffee. Cover your ears and
Thank you for the warning.
And your children.
Thank you for the warning, Dan.
Oh, no problem. Alright, should be done. Homage. Ooh, that's right, we got more. I gotta be careful because it almost sounds like a doofus. Well, too late for that, I guess. Let's watch these finished. We had all these vegan burgers and stuff left over from a thing that, socially distancing thing that she's, was an employee appreciation thing she was doing for employees, or for those that work. Whatever. Can't remember the name. Because I can't think. She's a therapist and a operations manager. That's it. Anyway, so she's like, all of these peeps have been coming in and working so hard despite all the madness, to revive mental health, to
Thank you for the gift sub, Gnome. How are you?
Thank you.
Hear me. Steph said that she turned down.
Dan.
Oh.
Just Dan. Oh, gotcha.
Well, Gnome, when you gift sub a sub to somebody, it pops up saying that somebody gifted you a sub. And also, I'm always know when you're here. Always do know.
I sense a presence. That's some really good impressions. That's amazing.
I love Monsters Inc. Me and my sister. Hey, Warren.
It'd really be like that, though.
Yeah, I had taco soup.
What's that?
I've had taco soup tonight. And also, I started bullet journaling, and I'm gonna bullet journal, blah, blah, blah. There's a puppy. My ADD mind is going off the...
Aww. Good job, puppy.
No, and I'm bullet journaling with... Oh. Rob. So sorry. I think, like, I've seen, like, bullet journaling having, like, for a movie list and goals list. I think I'm just gonna do it for, like, goals list. I'm trying out bullet journaling for, like, help me organize all my cosplays that I need. Like, I have, like, a lot of ideas, and I'm trying to get it down. And so I got a test out journal, and like I listed a lot of cosplays. I was like, oh, I did not know I had a lot of cosplays and list like a lot of cosplays that I wanted to do in my mind. Some of them are from a YouTube series. Trying to reach it. So like my list contained. This is my new one. Yeah, it is. God damn it. Because I was going to use this for 2021, but I was like, I like this blue, so I don't. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you can see the double duct tape. It's a 2021 bullet.
There you go.
I'm just like, yeah. I'm just gonna use this for D&D notes and character ideas. So I'm just gonna like box tonight's session out, saying, and just like note things that are important to me as a player that Rain would have to remember. And then like that Rain would have to remember. Page 335 is with is where the Raven stats is if I need to reference that back.
Oh, is this your show? Right? Yeah. Cool.
Are you doing ASMR, Dan? I know. It sounds like ASMR.
Dan, I messaged you on Discord.
So Beth, you getting like up on your hind legs as Blueberry totally like made me want to hold my dogs.
Oh.
So after I went and got some water, I put my I'm not sure if you were here when I tilted the camera, but my dog is currently sitting on my lap.
Oh.
Yeah. He made me want to hold my dogs, but one of them is attached to mom in the bed right now. So
What breed are your pups?
this one right here, this is Sophie. And she's a boxer.
Oh,
Hey, baby girl.
Sophie.
Come on, say hello. No?
Just like, Dad, leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep on your lap.
Yeah, she's cuddling right now.
Your dog makes me think of my sister's boxer, who just passed away this year from old age. And so,
just had to put down my family dog too.
The eyes. The boxers have the most unique eyes, like very, very unique eyes.
They do have like really big, beautiful eyes.
I saw a picture of him. No, I did I added him on an Insta story, and and I went to my sister's house to celebrate my dad's birthday, and they planted a magnolia tree for his gravestone. So there's like a little baby magnolia tree with some of my niece's painted rocks.
That's really cute.
What breed's your other pup?
Golden Bulldog mix, which is really adorable because she has like kind of like a flattened snout, but all like the fluffiness of a bulldog. The only thing that's not adorable about it is that she definitely smells like a bulldog. God, those
my sister
farts are deadly.
I got away from my sister's dog. My sister's Saint Bernard weighs 55 pounds now. And I guess they went to the dark dog park today. Because I saw this is I miss her so much, even though this is a recent picture that was took 6 hours ago. She looks like a maniac, but her name is Ellie. This is my favorite picture that they took. That my sister and her. But my favorite one is this one. Hang on, let me try to find it. Caption is, I'll show you the pictures. Day 1, work from home, will be fun. Day 27. Okay, so this is day 1. Work from home will be fun. Day 27. Still trying to stay positive. And this is the picture. She's actually smiling. And then day 62, must destroy work from home. And she literally dragged toilet paper from my mom and dad's bathroom. And that was like, yeah, she has gone from my bathroom. She's destroyed 2 rolls of toilet paper. And so we have to keep the bathroom door locked. Or not keep our hallway bathroom, which is my sister and I's bathroom when she's home. We share a bathroom. And so, yeah. I miss this dog so much. And this is a photo that I took of her, but she blipped. A very cute blip. Her name is Ellie.
You know, Dan's eating and he's not talking. That's how you can tell. Only time I'm quiet.
But the bad thing about St. Bernards is that they slobber all over the place. When she takes a drink, it's disgusting. Like, she takes a drink and she'll slobber, and then she'll just graze you. Like, trying to just rock the drill off like nothing happened. I'm just like, when she does that to me, I'm like, thanks, Ellie. Her full name is Nina Eleanor. That's what the original, on her reading, her American Candle, because she's a full-blood St. Bernard, which my sister and her boyfriend got her for free. She was supposed to be a $1,000 pup, and when she was born, she had like 2 big fluid sacs on each of her shoulder, and they did not know why. And the breeder was like, "I would feel so bad if this dog died if you had to pay full price for her. I'm just giving her to you for free. There we go." And then they slowly went down, and so my sister and I got her for free without any charge. So both of them are completely gone, and so yeah, it's a good thing. Beth, I think we've had this discussion, but is there Dr. Pepper in the UK?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember if we had this discussion, but in Australia, there's no Dr. Pepper. It's rare to find Dr. Pepper in Australia, because I looked this up, and I remember we talked about this on our own personal stream. Australian people think Dr. Pepper tastes like cough syrup.
I don't like Dr. Pepper.
I like it because it used to be named 23 flavors, because there's like 20 authentic blend of 23 flavors. So I like the taste of it.
I'm not sure how much of an old wives' tale it is, but I'm pretty sure that Dr. Pepper came from like an actual doctor that's trying to get people to drink cough syrup, and so he mixed all of the 23 flavors that he had tried individually together or something like that, and turned it into a soda or something like that.
I believe it too. So, we're waiting for Sam and Dan. So how is everybody's week? My week has been great. Today marks day 3 of me going walking by myself, for mental health purposes. Trying to keep my mental health in balance, and then try to go for day 4 tomorrow.
That's a really healthy habit.
Yeah,
getting dogs was like one of the best things I ever did, because I just go for a walk by myself all the time.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping the weather holds up, because it's technically supposed to rain all week, but yeah. So I'm just hoping it does not rain tomorrow. It rained this morning. It was just great, and then I was like, please let it clear up for the afternoon so I can go on my walk. And it was perfect. And then it was hot and muggy, and I was just like, I don't care. This is good for me. And there was a breeze too, so it's all good. Hey Melissa, has it been raining for you all day, or has it been off and on?
It's been off and on. It's kind of all week or the last 2 weeks or so.
See, it hasn't been raining. I think the first time it hit eastern part this morning, and it stormed, and it woke me up. It was just like,
it's weird. I feel like it's been raining lately, more so at night or the evening time instead of during the middle of the day.
Yeah, there was a huge rotation south of McAllister. I don't know if it's still going or what, but they can't tell. They can't really tell if it's a touchdown tornado, because it's rotating. The funnel will go down and then go back up, down, up, and it's been such a slow storm too. I'm just
can't make a decision.
Just make up a decision. Make up a decision already. I think I made an impulse buy because I'm a huge I've been watching an anime called Fire Force since last summer.
I thought you were gonna say Firefly.
was like, sorry, that doesn't end well.
Well, that's on my watch list. But
too soon, Rob, too soon.
It's always too soon.
Oh, it's in Houston. Wait.
I do have to admit the movie did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
As good as you can do.
Oh, I am good to go.
Yay! It's in transition.
Perfect timing.
Transit.
Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Stormfall.
You need like a pipe and a smoking jacket, Dan.
That was pretty smooth, Dan.
Yeah.
I feel like you were like a
amazing.
nighttime DJ in another life.
Yes, another life. Yes. Awesome. All right, we back. Everybody's pumped and ready to go. Caitlin's got everyone lined up out front, doing her inspection.
No, she's
tightening
not doing
up
an
gear,
inspection.
like sloppy.
Wow.
No.
Get your shit together, everybody. You know where we're going? Baarakiir. This ain't your mother's underdog.
Yo, I'm sorry, but this ain't your mother's underdark title of your sex tape, Dan.
Yeah.
It's one of Ileana's
Your
books.
mother's underdark was part 1. Yeah, this is part 2.
Ileana's just reading it off stream.
Yep.
Yes.
Anyway.
All right. So here we are with everyone stocked up and ready to roll. You have to head back into town to Galthor and Caitlin both know the location. Rather, Galthor knows the location. Caitlin has the permission to enter.
Of course. Because she's awesome.
You're all geared up and ready to go. What would you like to do?
I love you, Steph.
Mallow kind of flies about and lands amidst everyone and just sort of looks at each of you, like scanning for someone to chill on. Of course, there are benefits to wearing
I hold my hand out to Mallow.
Okay.
If no one else
Right,
does.
Anybody else?
I can't. Ooh, character attachment.
Okay. And so Mallow, the luck dragon, now about 3 feet long, with little, some tufts of white hair and other parts, underbelly and stuff, have more of the dragon scales, white dragon scales, flies up and wraps around your arm a few times before falling into your arm on the skin like a tattoo and continues to snake even in ink form up and around and back. So it gives you these sleeves from just almost to the wrist here on both arms, all the way up and back around and down your back, sort of like a Yakuza tattoo, but strictly dragon. Okay.
Erwin's part of the Yakuza.
Nice.
Why not?
Boy, what are you? Awesome.
Oh,
Okay,
that's so cool.
and with that, you are all ready to go. Who wants to lead the charge? What would you all like to do?
Raina's gonna stay like close, not super close to Aga, but she's just gonna see if like just keep an eye on Aga.
Awesome.
I guess Kaylin is leading the way into where she's supposed to go.
I'll be in the middle. Stefania sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Nice. With mayo? No, that's meat. Okay. So off you all go into the city, and you can continue on to that. It's almost like a large shed area at Galthor that, as you remember spying it. Yeah, you see it from down the street.
It's right over there by the storage buildings. It's got a wooden door.
Let's go.
And so you do. You head up to the door. There's a couple of guards. Yeah.
We knock them out. No.
Nice. Yeah, we killed them. No, wait. No.
Aga's like, this is more my style.
Amazing.
Rob, Rob. Dan, while we're walking around town, does Rain see any spirits?
Make a perception check if you would.
Ow. Nope.
Are you okay over there?
My setup's kind of wonky tonight.
Gotcha.
I'm okay. I've had like 3 types of energy drinks. Well, not 3 energy drinks, but like
that does not help your perception check.
Okay. And then a 19.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you see miscellaneous spirit walking about. They seem to have, they look older, as though they likely died of old age, and are just still here in their old ritzy stomping grounds.
Rain is gonna sigh a relief, knowing that her ability is still there as an adult.
Okay. Nice. Excellent. Halt! Right. One of those, a half-elf guard and a dwarven guard, both male. Half-elf guard. Right. Councilperson.
Stormforge.
Stormforge, yes. He looks really embarrassed that he couldn't remember your name. Right. What might I ask, inquire of your business here?
We have permission to go through here.
Very well, of course, councilperson. Yes. Well, you are aware then, of course, of the danger of proceeding, yes?
I've heard it's dangerous. Do you have more information to pass on to me?
He looks over at the dwarven guard, and the dwarven guard kind of shakes his head. Don't do it.
Kalen's looking in between the two. What is it?
Nice. Make a persuasion check to see if you can.
Mind you, if there's something that you're not telling me, and something happens down there that has to do with what you're not telling me, then that will be a problem.
Right. Actually, that's such good role play. You don't even have to make a persuasion check. I was going to say advantage, but that's a really good idea. Well, it's just perhaps it's just superstition in my nerves, but sometimes while we're guarding out here and locking up and securing the place inside, there are some rather terrible sounds that emanate from the caves below. They sound like screams and howls, although Andrew over here insists that it's just wind, but wind and not much wind in the caves, but I don't know. I don't know about that. They are certainly, from where this used to be a regular entrance, there are a number of scrapes and scratches along through stone, mind you. Claws that strong, and whatever creature they were attached to, I wish to have no part of. So yes, I would assume that there's a great, rather terrible dangers down there, but some of it may just be my mind playing tricks on me.
Have the two of you been in there physically yourself? Or have
you never past the point.
Got it.
We enter the building and secure it and make sure that the seal isn't broken, of course. But again, sometimes when we, twice a year, we must open the seal and investigate the other side of it. And they're very often bludgeoning marks on the some on the stone, some on the wood, scrapes and scratches. Things looking to get out. I don't know, but they seem rather large, or at least strong. So do be careful, please.
Understood. I appreciate the warning.
Of course.
If we're not back within a day, 24 hours, please let the the council know.
Of course. Council person. Let's get you inside then. First through this, and they open up the outer doors here to let you all in. And as you all pile in, they close them up, lock it to make sure no one follows you in. There's a couple torches burning in here. It's really dimly lit. But they take the 2 torches, one on either side of the door that you just came in, and it's a small space, thick stone walls, the big wooden door that you just passed through, double wooden doors. They light a number of other torches around the inside here, and you find that it's a space that's probably just maybe 15 feet wide by 30 feet deep. And on the other side, it's all in the very center is it sort of has the shape and function of a bulkhead, like an outdoor bulkhead that would go into a basement, except it's a bunch of mounds of stone. It was cut out of stone, and it's these huge, heavy wooden doors. You see like 12 by 12 planks of some really hard wood, bound by steel and other, and locked down like 3 different ways to Sunday. And they go up and they start unlocking them one at a time, lifting out the stops before using large chain mechanisms on pulleys to pull open these 2 bulkhead doors. And as they do, you see a number of these scrapes. Some look like 3 claws that are just razor sharp, cut through some of the wood and stone, indenting it. You see bludgeoning marks where something was clearly pounding on these. You see some sort of acidic residue in certain areas. It's eaten through a little bit of the finish, the galvanized finish of some of this metalwork. Yes, well, they stop and put their locks in place and the gears to make sure that the doors stay open for you. Yes, well, there we are. We must seal it once you descend, of course, to protect the city, but we can hear through it. There's a horn on either side you can speak through, but we can hear people just speaking through the door. And you see 2 like ends of a horn system where it's just a open flange of metal.
Anybody else getting flashbacks?
Yeah,
it's a popular piece of
times.
architecture here. That's awesome.
Well, thank you for getting the door open. She'll give them a gold each.
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully we'll see you soon.
I do hope so, yes. Very well, I'll step back and kind of watch as each of you descend before making sure you've made it down to safely the bottom of the stairs. And we're closing up now, and the doors close down and seal up. So it's dark. You're in darkness here. So if you don't have dark vision,
dancing lights,
you don't see anything. Okay.
I do dancing lights as well.
Oh, there's all 3 of us.
So many lights.
Oh, that's awesome. Little dancing balls of lights come out and light up. This more. Are you doing yours too, or no?
Do it.
It's a cantrip. Why not? Yeah, sure.
Okay. So they all come out and bobble around. Is it just for flavor? Is anybody? Are you all keeping them as 4 separate bowls, or is anyone merging them to make a shape?
I didn't even know that was an
Making it fancy.
Yeah. You can merge all 4 and have it like look like a humanoid or a puppy or whatever you want.
Oh, can I merge mine and have mine look like a little light version of myself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Light little wisps of light kind of fall off you as you whichever direction you move. Little small, it's just almost the same size, a little slightly smaller blueberry light puppy. Dances and prances throughout, keeping the light cast. Well, if this does in fact look like the beginning of your map, Galator, you think. You might have to compare a little bit to get your bearings. but it's not. There's no luminescent stone here or anything like that. It's just pitch black. So you get out about a good 60, 80 feet, whatever these dancing lights can get in each direction. A lot of it's not some giant open cave. It's has tunnels that are not quite circular, a little flattened, sort of an oval on their side. Some of them appear to be very smooth, or like they were at one point, and over time they've broken down a little bit. Like maybe some great worm or some other thing that's come through. It came through here a very long time ago and dug these. But it just goes into one cave here, one cave there, and it keeps splitting off as you look ahead, and you can see the 60, 80 feet. You already see a number of options for you.
Dan, each globe of light sheds dim light for in a 10-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got mine out on a string of like 40 feet. Okay. And I'll be walking near the front, I guess, if someone else wants to take the back.
Mm-hmm.
Rain is going to cast Shield of Faith on themselves.
Okay.
It does only last for a minute.
10.
Okay.
Well,
you cast Shield of Faith on yourself.
It's too late. Can't take
and
it.
then you light up ahead of you, and then there's of course Mort also lighting around, and the blueberry puppy. Do you want to just have a go at it, or would you like to take a look at a map or confer or anything?
I'll look to Galithor, like, which way?
What is there any indication, Dan, of which way we should proceed? Also, how big are these tunnels, like in diameter?
Let's see, probably
diameter. I know math.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
Math and stuff.
That's maybe 25 feet. Some of the bigger ones are maybe 25, 30 feet.
No.
Other ones shrink down where you can see the cave kind of drop, and it looks like maybe more buried sections of that where they're down towards 12 or 15 feet. They have different pitches and angles, lots of water droplets.
Emil, would you mind checking for traps as we walk?
I can do that. Do you want me up front or do you want me at the back?
Wherever you
should
want
probably
to
have
be.
somebody with good senses at the back too.
Good point.
But yeah, I can take the front as long as somebody will cover the back, and I'll check for traps as we go.
Okay.
I can keep an eye on the back if we need.
Okay.
At the very least, if I miss something and there's something coming after us, I can take a hit.
And Dan, my robe of eyes is active, so I do have dark vision to 120 feet.
Nice. Okay, awesome.
If anyone sees any crystals, let us know.
All right. So, Galithor, please make a survival check with advantage because you have this map.
Ooh, I should have pulled out my dice.
Right, me too, huh? You know what?
Oh,
Let
wait.
me quickly get
Wait,
inspiration set for everybody.
You need
Dice
dice.
Dice break.
Yes. In fact, if everyone, just separate from this, if everyone would roll a d20, and I
Oh,
will too,
no.
and
Sounds
whoever
like
gets
dice
closest
Oprah.
to
She's
me,
like, you get a dice. You get a
And
dice.
you get a dice.
You get a dice.
whoever gets closest to the number I roll will
Wait,
have.
this is a closest?
inspiration.
This is a fantastic time for me to overroll one.
Oh.
Nice.
Are we adding anything? Sorry, I didn't hear. Oh, we just
No.
rolled.
No, this is just to get inspiration. So I'm going to roll d20 too, and whoever gets closest to me.
Oh wait, no, Marvel's gifted me a sub, so I'm
Oh,
gonna.
that's a nat one.
Nice. Oh,
That makes two of us.
Wow.
And a 5 for Galithor.
Oh,
That's
yeah. I
three
don't think Dan can
people
see
that
all of our
rolled a
screens.
Natural
Hey,
one,
sorry, I
guys.
can't.
I'm afraid.
Let me do this. Let me
Get him
call
out now. Get him out now.
I rolled a
Devanya,
12.
What did
Who?
you get? Devanya?
A 1.
What? 3? Oh my gosh. Okay, and Rain, you said you got a 12?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Emil's a 1. Kaylin?
11.
Oh, nice. 11. Okay, Mort?
6.
Aga?
1.
Man.
What?
We're great guys.
Looks like
not
it's
a
a
good
famine
sign.
night. Yeah. It's
Get
a
him out
famine
now.
night.
Get him out
Get him out now.
Blueberry?
14.
Oh, no!
Galathor?
5.
Oh shit.
And Aaron, you said, was also
8.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's more. I got a 6, so that's more.
Ah!
Yeah.
Nice.
And this is the DM one, which is I don't know. You're on level 15. What's Bardic Inspiration at level 15?
12. I want to say it's a
I think
D12.
it's 12.
Yeah.
So D12 would be nice.
Nice.
Okay, sorry about that
And,
pause.
Also, just to refresh, what is a sub die? Because no
D14 currently.
A D14?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So a 10 and a 4. Yeah.
Yeah, you roll.
Oh,
10
okay.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't have a D14.
What?
Ah!
I mean, they do
okay,
exist.
I know they do, but I'm
Of
just like,
course they do, Sam. Did you make one yourself?
How many do you have?
Yeah.
It's a D20 with 6 of them knocked off.
Nice. What did you get, Galathor, with your advantage survival?
First roll was a 13, then I got an 18.
Oh, nice. Okay. You checked this map, and we've checked it enough, even above ground. You were kind of comfortable with the starting area. So you have to go through the main, like directly ahead in the same direction as the stairs just came down. Is that really big tunnel? And you understand the first section of this through the first few turns and twists compared to the map. So I'm going to say at least the next 10 minutes of walking, you comfortably know and understand. You might have to do another check after that. If you're all ready to get walkers, I don't want to push you if you're not, but if you're all ready to get walking, I can start telling you what you see. Does anyone have anything before they start?
Waka waka.
Awesome.
If possible, I would have Atreus the owl would be assisting Emil in searching for traps out in front.
Okay.
I'm just going to have my little raven perched on my shoulder. Name to be announced soon.
All right. Emil, if you could please make a perception check with advantage, as you've got an owl sort of cluing you in, like if it thinks it sees something, it kind of hangs out near it.
Also, Dan,
activating
seeing Aga move towards the back, just walking, Rain is just gonna slow their pace down.
Okay.
To be like leveled with Aga, and then walk normally.
All right.
Not suspicious.
What'd you get, Emil?
Not suspicious.
A 20-something million.
28.
28. Nice. That's awesome. Okay. So as you go through here, you do not find any traps, but you're positive that there aren't any. This just seems to be a very weather-worn area. However, with all this proceeding, you do see more of that acidic-like residue, like it's eaten away a little bit of the stone here, eroded it a little faster than the water has in other areas. And as you've been walking through, the rain that was trickling down some of the walls and off the ceiling here and there has really picked up. It's actually quite a bit. As you get near that final 10 minutes or so, you're actually all getting fairly wet, as it's almost like a soft rainfall at this point. Just a lot of water drip, drip. More like walking through under a canopy of trees while it's raining. It's not a steady rain, but there's a bunch, and there's big heavy blops and little blips.
So I'm just steady constantly.
Okay.
You didn't get my joke. It's okay.
Okay. Now, with Emil in front, is anyone else up front, like in the front of everyone else, like Emil is?
No, I'm gonna stay pretty much in the middle.
Okay.
Erin said she'd be in the front.
In the front. Okay.
I'm covering the front with my dancing lights.
Ah. All right. So everyone except Emil and Erin, please roll a perception check. And if you
I'm not as far up as Emil. I figure he's some distance ahead checking for traps, but I'll be like near the front of the group behind Emil, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Let me think. Who has if you don't have dark vision, then roll at disadvantage, even though there's dancing lights.
Golly.
Just gonna throw all my dice out
You
the
said
window.
perception, Dan?
Perception, yes. Okay.
Knight
Do I have
Knight
dark
of
vision?
Wands, guys. I got
Oh,
an
no.
8
You must. Yeah, Blueberry must.
because
Yeah.
I
Okay,
rolled a
cool,
1
cool,
and I
cool.
had a
Ooh.
7.
Perception.
Nice.
I rolled a 13 and 11
All
on
right,
this.
hang on to your numbers because I can't see everyone. I've got to go one at a time. All right, so Devanya, you said you had
8.
okay. Rain.
With disadvantage, that is a 14.
Okay, not bad. Kaylin.
25 total.
Damn. Mort.
I have superior dark vision.
You can roll yours with advantage then.
Good.
It's that no.
What am I rolling? Perception?
Perception. Yeah, with advantage because
Okay.
you have that crazy town. Dark
I didn't even
vision.
think I had to roll.
Only because it's not quite about seeing; it's about perceiving in this case. A little bit about seeing.
19 plus 1, 20. 30, 20.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right, Aga.
17.
Okay, Blueberry.
23.
And Galator.
18 again.
Oh, okay. This is
Dan. I do have blind sense too, out to 10
Okay.
feet. So if that does anything, and
it
I rolled an
doesn't in this
18.
case.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Anyone with a 20 or higher, which I think is Kaylin, Mort, and Blueberry, right?
Mm-hmm.
You notice that on the people in front of you, it's a little hard to perceive, but what else do you have to look at except the people in front of you, right? In this darkness. This water is everyone's clothes are fairly saturated now with this water. There's almost like a film instead of like water wouldn't have a film. What's going on, right? There's a thin film on the clothes that almost looks a little, not quite gelatinous, but something with a little more consistency than water.
Kaylin would probably reach out and touch it.
Okay.
You said it's on their clothes,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
she would kind of reach out and just kind of like rub her, like kind of like put her fingers. Whoever's standing in front of me, she's kind of in the middle. So.
Okay. All right. So Devanya's probably next to you. Aga's behind you. I would say you're probably looking at Rain's in the back. So Mort or Galathor, maybe Blueberry. Blueberry would be a little harder to.
Yeah, if it was Mortimer, she would. Yeah, definitely kind of.
All right, Mort, you feel a hand on your shoulder. No, just kidding.
And I disappear.
Good Mondays. Okay. Yeah, it's viscous. Doesn't burn or hurt anything, but it's viscous in texture.
That's weird. Do I see it on my own skin, Dan, or no? Okay.
You know what I mean? As you look now and investigate yourself and around, it's the same with everyone. Whatever this is, it's not quite water or not strictly water or something along those lines. There's this not mucousy, but just viscous.
She's gonna kind of like hold up her arm, and I'm imagining in my mind she's walking either next to Devanya or right there close to her. Hold up her arm, kind of, and look at Devanya. Do you see this?
Yeah. What is it?
I have no idea. If I smell it, Dan, do I smell anything?
Nice. Detective Kaylin, I love it.
Don't
Forensic
taste it.
Detective Kaylin, let me correct that. Let's see. Yeah, there's a slightly acrid scent to it. Just slight. Like if you didn't have your up super close, then you probably wouldn't have noticed it. Very faint, but yeah. Yeah.
It smells kind of like acid. Do I notice any tingling on my skin, Dan?
Any what?
Tingling?
Arm.
No.
Okay.
But actually, a really good question is: does anybody have a weapon of warning or the warning feat?
Wow, what a loaded question!
I didn't even know it existed.
Dan, how dare you?
What an oddly specific question.
Check your other,
I don't have any weapon of warning. No.
I have danger sense.
Ooh, can you tell me what that is? Is there a readout for it, perchance?
I think that means that you get advantage on dexterity saving throws on effects that you can see. If you're talking about your barbarian ability.
Yeah, I know it means I can't be surprised either.
Oh.
I think it only counts when you're raging for that, though.
Oh, that would make sense, yeah.
I'm not entirely sure, so by all means look it up.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
And I'm double checking my armor to see it doesn't do anything, Dan.
My armor does squat, but I do have a +2 to my armor. That's beneficial.
Nothing. Nothing from the armor.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you want me to read it out, Dan? It says, you gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. Yeah. So advantage on dex save. So yeah, I don't think that would.
Okay.
I do have 3 runes up. 3 runes going.
Okay.
So plus
that's it.
Plus the dancing lights, you are eliminated 2 times the light, right?
No, it's 5 when I have 5 up. That I glow like a lighthouse.
Okay.
Does it spin around like a lighthouse as well?
Kind of, yeah. it flaps with the cape.
Caitlin, as you're standing there, maybe 5 feet away from Mort, or 6 feet, or whatever you are standing as you're talking, directly in between you and roughly adjacent to each of you, drops a giant blob of something, and it kind of splashes out, but then folds over itself and starts wobbling and building back up. Oh man, I wish I can't share anything. Okay, so this is just this really gooey, goopy, gelatinous black mass. Has little tendrils that start. And they're gonna have a surprise round on everybody. How fun! So theaters of mind, you find yourselves in a particular length of tunnel. It's about runs about 100 feet long where it's at. It's one of those like 20-foot wide ones. Flat ground at the bottom. Bottom's flattened out. All the way up to the ceiling is probably maybe. Well, I mean, you know how they're right, 20 feet. And let's see, fairly dark, moderately smooth still, with a few little formations up top and some down bottom, and a small trickling stream that runs straight down the center, collecting off the walls from all of the stuff that's been falling down. Oh, all right. Let's see if I can zoom in on these things. All right, a heaving mound of sticky black sludge. That's a much better description.
I don't like it.
Ew, that's so terrible. Okay, so I'm just going to go around here as best I can on this Chromebook. All right, Devanya. Actually, yeah, and then we'll do some initiative. What's this thing going to do? Ew, gross. Okay, so it from its form, 5 or 6 of these dark tendrils just whip out and try and strike you in either direction, like a double backhand with these. let's see. They don't have. That's not bad, I guess. That's a terrible roll. On its first little attack here. Mm-hmm.
Can I use my reaction to cast shield on myself?
If you would like to. Yep. As it goes and does its first attack, what is your AC with the shield included? That would be +5. Okay. You back out of the way. It's not enough, but then you pass your shield and it kind of clings off of those and it retracts, only to come around with more tendrils from the right across to the left with a second attack. Oh my gosh. Well, that's going to hit. Right now, 22? Without that? Okay. Let's see. So it gives you a little bit of bludgeoning damage, which is what? Oh my gosh. Unprepared with my dice. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. All right.
What's the damage?
17 points of bludgeoning damage. One after the other, sort of striking. And then... Oh, it just does that. I thought that'd be a roll. That's weird. Okay, hang on a sec. I almost never use these dice. That's exciting. For me, I guess. Okay. But it leaves behind this. Oh, that's all right. 21 points of acid damage. And let's see, any non-magical armor worn by the target is partly dissolved. And it takes a permanent cumulative -1 penalty to the AC it offers. The AC is reduced down to 10. Well, you don't really have any armor per se that offers any AC, right?
Fuck you.
Nice. I think you're just at 10. So, but it does start tearing into some of your fancy clothes. Gets the arm, basically the arm, and lock it, and erodes the section of clothing from that. Okay, let's take a peek, see at who's next. All right, Rain.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I told her. Yeah. Did I say that earlier, Aga? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you totally did. When he was like, anybody want to prepare anything, you were like, mage armor. It was like the first thing out of your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. Oh,
Well,
what? Oh, that's
we
right.
totally messed that up then.
What was your second? What would that be? +3? So 13.
I would be at 18 then.
That first one missed, so that one's okay.
And then the second one was still 22.
Well, what's your dex?
Yeah, plus your dex mod.
I don't have a dex mod.
Yeah.
So then with shield, minimum your AC is 18.
Yeah, and it still rolled a 22.
Okay.
Sorry. With the shield, it missed. It had 2 attacks. The first one it missed because she cast shield at 15. So that one already missed anyway. Even if you added 8 mage armor, it wouldn't matter. It still missed. Second one, if you add mage armor, it still hits. So we should be good, I think. Whew. All right. In that case, Rain, a 15 to hit.
I got +2 because I still have Shield of Faith up, and that's a +2 to armor. AC is 10.
How long does Shield of Faith? Because you've been walking for 10 minutes plus the time beforehand.
Oh, okay. Then it hits. I'm just gonna say it hits because if it's been the dirt. Hang on, let me bring up the spell real quick. Because I just
10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just recently dropped away. So what's your AC without that?
Okay, then it hits. 18 hits.
Okay. All right. It does a little bit of. Let's see. That's about 16 points of bludgeoning damage, as it kind of rolls at you, and as it does, these tendrils pour out of its back with the roll straight down to your head and shoulders. All right, again, that is, let's see, 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 18 points of acid damage, and your AC gets and starts eroding bits and pieces of your armor.
Okay, so
your AC is -1 currently, whatever its normal thing is.
Okay, so I'm down to a 11 AC. Great. Okay, so Dan, what was the first damage? 16.
16 for the first one.
Okay.
And then 18 for the second.
3, 6, and 18. That's it.
Are you right behind me?
I'm like dead on.
She's
in
the back. Yeah, with Aga. The second one attack completely misses. It whiffs it hardcore. Rolled a 2. Cool. And you're like, you're still like squiggling out of the way.
I'm just like catching my breath. Just
okay.
I'm gonna try to look around to see where that attack happened, because I didn't initially see the gooiness. So I'm just I'm gonna command my raven to do an aerial search of what is attacking us, and then once they figure it out, come back to me.
We'll say for this, you can use it as a bonus action to command it. I don't know if it's actually
That's
an action
fine.
bonus, but go ahead and use a bonus for now. And,
that's
it
fine.
flies off.
It could be in my action. I don't care. So,
all right,
it's up to you, DM.
Awesome. Yeah, you wouldn't actually be able to do it yet. You'd have to wait until your turn comes around, and you could do bonus.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Emil, it's one next to you. Let's say. All right. He's going to try and hit you with a 23.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, poops. That's an 11. 11 bludgeoning damage. Same thing. It tries to swipe from two sides to get some bludgeoning damage in.
Did I see it when it attacked me?
You did. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll uncanny dodge that. Take half damage.
Nice. Okay, beautiful. Excellent. In that case, that's really good, because that means you'll take half of the, I'm going to say it means you take half the acid damage that comes with it, just because we can. Right, so half of that. So the acid damage, because it's 9, no, I'm sorry, it's 8 plus 5. So 23 points of acid, but we're going to have that because I feel like it's part of the same, it's a damage on the same attack. So that'll just be what, 12. And it strikes and wipes some of your armor. Oh wait, you have magic armor though. So it does not affect your armor. It's just non-magical. Okay, so you good. All right. Let's see. Kaylin. Oh, Kaylin. I'm sorry. It does a second attack on Emil, and that one whiffs hard. All right. So Kaylin, this one goes for you. A 20 to hit?
Yes, 20 hits.
Okay. I have no clue what people's ACs are at this point. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's 22 bludgeoning. That's silly.
Okay.
They just thrust out and strike your armor. Okay, and that's not bad, right? That's 18 points of acid damage. Now your armor, I think, is just static armor, right? Or do you have some magical armor?
No, it's just static.
Okay. And as it does, corrodes a few pieces. The dancing lights give off this shiny reflection of light on this black ooze that's just warbling around before you. It's going to make its second roll.
How much acid damage was that, Dan? 16?
Let's see. That's 18.
18, okay.
This next one's only 15 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
Okay, good. So your AC is -1 now for moving forward. But the second one swings and you just sidestep and jump out of the way. Mortimer. That misses. You so easily dodge that one. It's ridiculous. But it was a feint rather, because the next one is a natural 20.
I will use illusionary self.
Okay.
Which basically says I create a duplicate of myself, makes an attack roll against you. You can use a reaction to interpose illusionary duplicate between the attacker and yourself. The attack automatically misses, and the illusion dissipates.
It comes down with this double the strands of ooze and pummels this illusion into nothing. That you do 2 quick back steps, and you are out of the way, unscathed. Thank goodness. All right, Aga, you are up. You see this thing land. Oh, that's a 12.
No.
Yeah. I don't know why I asked. Okay, this one is coming in to hit. It looks like it's good. It's a 23.
That one will hit, and I will cast shield.
Nice. Like it's right at your face. He's just glances off the shield of magic. Nothing. Blueberry, this one's sort of blobbed like right over you, and it's just gonna try and like it warbles this big mass on top. It's just gonna try and strike you in one bludgeoning.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. 15 to hit.
Yeah, that's my armor class.
Ooh. Oh, those were terrible rolls. That's an 8 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
Wow, okay. And 11 acid damage.
No problem.
And I don't think you have any armor, so you don't have to worry about that. It just singes some of your fur.
Aww.
What about his hat?
Don't you dare.
That's in the clear. Rolls does its second
Is the
attack,
hat
but that's
magical?
just an 11, which misses. Galithor, this blob landed right behind you, and then now it's trying to strike across the back of your legs. 11 to hit. I doubt that hits Galithor. Yeah. Oh, natural 1. This one's like the dumb F out of the group of oozes, and completely misses you. Galithor gets out of it unscathed. Aaron went 17 to hit.
Yeah. Oh, nope. I cast shield as well.
Nice.
So that does not hit.
Oh, it's gonna hit the side of your knee with some bludgeon, and you're like, boom, and you just glance it off with that magic. No, 9 to hit. No, that's
nope.
Not hit, Aaron. Okay, everyone can please roll initiative.
Nah, bruh.
I'm gonna need a notebook for this.
Grog, do not fail me. Oh, you failed me, Grog. Why? So, Dan, I have a question. Does the acid affect initiative, or is it just the armor class?
Just your AC.
Just the armor class. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's dissolving your armor, so it's making it less effective.
1, 2,
Gotcha.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Does anyone have between or higher than 20? 21 and above?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Emil?
23.
Okay. Galithor, I think, was another.
Same roll.
Nice.
Oh.
And I have 22.
Ooh,
wow.
Nice.
Get in there.
Emil and Galithor, what are your respective dexterity scores?
18.
Same.
Dang it.
Rock, paper, scissors, guys.
Let me fly to Canada and we can duke it out.
Nice.
You have to go by shoe size.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you two have a preference then? If you want to, you fought together enough to.
You can go first, Emil.
Actually, I prefer you go first, just because if things go really bad, I am a healer. So.
Sure.
Okay,
Galathor is going to. Oh, sorry. You have to take the rest of initiative.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Sorry.
Forget about us.
Yeah. All right. Anyone 16 to 20?
Guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. It's an ooze block for you. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Anyone between what am I doing here? 11 and 15?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Aga?
14.
14. Kaylin?
15.
And Mort?
12.
Okay. So
You broke the pattern.
So I'm sorry. Aga had 13, was it?
14.
14, and Kaylin had
15.
Okay. And then and then Mort. And okay, anyone between 6 and 10?
I got a 14.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me let's see. Then that would be even with Aga. What are your respective dexterity scores?
0.
-1.
Okay. So
Amazing.
erase that and get the
armor, yo. The armor.
It's so awesome. Navanya, then
Dexterity
Aga.
score of 8.
Oh,
Then ooze.
buddy, that's
then
rough.
1.
I just stand still and let them slam against magic and plate mail.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So no one between 6 and 10?
Erwin has a 9.
I have a 10.
Okay. And that makes
I'm not at the bottom this time like I'm usually am.
Everything's going to be dead before I get to do anything.
And anyone between 1 and
Wow.
5?
Wow.
Or is that everybody?
I think that's everybody. I'll be
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, ooze at the bottom. Wow, that took up a whole grocery shopping list. Okay. All right, at the very top we have Galathor. What would you like to do, good sir?
Galathor's going to check in with Mort to see if he needs any help. Like, dude, how's your HP as a wizard? Do you feel comfortable taking these guys on?
Yeah.
Leave, run.
Fatal last words. How many? There's only one, right? There's one.
I've got this. One per each person. Woohoo!
Oh, there's one per each person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I
I'm sorry,
messaged
what
you on
now?
Discord, Dan.
Oh, okay.
Just don't say it out loud.
Okay, you got it.
Well, if it's one per each person, I'd be like, I don't know.
Okay. Galathor is going to cast protection from energy on Mort against acid.
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
And then that's it. Bonus actions or reactions.
Awesome. All right, in that case, we're down to Emil.
That definitely changes the strategy then.
So, I guess I'm in melee range with it right now. Is there a chance to get out of range?
There's plenty of room, especially for you, since you can go up walls and such. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
you
definitely the
just-
plan. Is to
Mhm.
go up a wall. So I will channel divinity to invoke a duplicate of myself, and I will run up the left-hand wall, and my duplicate will run up the right-hand wall.
That's amazing. Okay, you do the split, and it is woefully confused at what's going on, and you easily spells your illusion there up either wall to whatever distance you can get, which is pretty high. Okay. Do you have anything left that you can or want to do in that round?
No, that's all I can do.
Nice. Blueberry, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna rage.
Nice.
And God, my chair's so squeaky. I feel like biting it and clawing it are terrible decisions.
Live in the moment.
I'm gonna go into hybrid, and that's my turn.
Nice. Okay, you rage as you're shifting up into this huge werewolf hybrid form.
And when I rage, my ancestral corgi spirits come out.
Oh, right. They start pouncing about to help and protect everybody. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Next up, ooze. All right. Let me just see who's who here. This one goes here. That one is this one. Yeah, this is interesting. And this one here. Sorry, gang. I'm just trying to keep organized which ooze is attacking which. And then I'm just going to do these. There we go. All right, so this ooze is attacking Galathor. Ha! And misses so terribly. And misses again. This is, again, you've got the dumb F of the group. It's like hitting the wall on the side of the cave. Oh my gosh, it's such a boob. Okay. That's it. That's its sad, pathetic turn. Okay, next one up is the one attacking Kaylin. And that's a 19 to hit.
It does hit.
Okay, let me get over so I can see you only. Okay.
But I think I'm going to... I have a superiority die. Let me just find which one it is.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, parry.
Been a hot minute since some combat. So.
Parry to expend my reaction and expend one superiority die to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority die plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay, so you still get hit. Just that number is how much the damage is reduced.
I'm trying to find. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Well, we'll do it for both the bludgeoning and the acid, since technically they're all in the same shot here. Those are not really high rolls. Okay, that's 11. So you get 6 points of bludgeoning damage. That's halved. And that's super low rolls again. A 12, so only 6 points of acid damage. But once again, starts corroding bits of your armor, reducing your AC by another 1.
I'm going to use my spirit shields to reduce that acid damage on Kaylin.
You can do both if you want, because I'm counting it sort of as one thing of damage.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. So I roll 4d6, and I'll also use Vengeful Ancestors, which then whatever I roll, the blob will take as damage as well.
Nice. Okay.
Right. 4, 6, 9, 15.
Beautiful. So you don't take any damage, Kaylin.
Oh, so I'll save my parry attack then. Okay.
Well, if you save your parry and you take full damage, then you would take damage. It's only because it's halved that you don't. It's up to you.
No,
so
it
if you want to
it wasn't halved to begin with.
Oh.
No,
I
the
thought the parry halved the
superiority
damage.
die,
Like
I have to roll it and add it.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So your parry was just so I understand, sorry. I thought that the parry is what reduced these things by half.
It doesn't reduce it by half. I have to roll a superiority die.
It reduced it by the amount you rolled, which was
I didn't roll yet.
Oh, you didn't roll
I
it
hadn't
yet?
rolled
Okay.
yet. No.
All right, so rather than doing that, because I was having these, so that's 12 plus 12, right? Because it was 6 and 6 that you ended up, or 13 or whatever it was. 11. Sorry, it was 11 and 12.
Okay.
So that would just be 23. So 15 is eaten up by the
Okay,
corgis
and
that
then so
leap in the way.
I'll use my parry, and that
You have
is
8 points. potentially
11. So it takes it down 11 points.
Completely cancels out the damage, so you do not lose an AC point
Right.
because none
Thank
of
you,
these
Blueberry.
did any damage.
And the blob gets 15.
Oh, nice.
Damage.
Okay. The blob dissipates quite a good deal. I guess you've never had experience with these, but they seem to be kind of strong in their attack, but weak on their constitution.
Oh, cool.
Great.
It actually looks very hurt.
F them.
Nice. All right. It was this one here. Took 15. Beautiful. Because that's the. Where's my Kalen one? This one. Okay. Next up is another ooze, and it goes after Blueberry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do my second attack, Kalen? Yeah. No.
No.
Okay. 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Oh, okay.
I'm reduced down to 16.
Oh, right. All right, so that's 12 bludgeoning. Tries to strike you across the knees to weaken your stance a bit. And 20 acid damage as it reducing your 1 and searing some of your skin here and there, as well as the armor as it kind of tangled. So one of those stretchy hands, little gooey hands. And used the little gooey string hand. All right. Next up, the one that's going after Blueberry. Oh my gosh! It shook when it like bounced like 3 times in the 20 and then flipped to an 8. So 13 to hit for Blueberry.
No, it misses.
Okay, nice.
That's your face.
That had me nervous. Well, that's the 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that is.
Ooh, yuck. All right, that's 18 bludgeoning damage. Oh wait,
Okay,
you
so
reduced some of that, right?
Yeah, so bludgeoning gets half, so that's 9.
Nice.
And then acid will just stay the same.
Okay. All right. 14 plus that'd be 19 acid damage.
Whoa.
Singes some more of your fur. Ouchies. Anything that happens back at them, or is that that was just the
No, I just get like
potential.
a 1 per thing. Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right, this one is getting who? Ooh, Mort. 15 to hit Mort.
Shield.
Ah, nice. You hear it.
And that lasts the entire not round, but his attack, all his attacks.
Till the start of your next turn.
Yeah, it's the
the
whole
start of my
round.
next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, exciting. Okay. Oh, nat 20.
All right. What reactions?
Oh, yeah. What have you got? In case
Oh
you
no,
have
I use
anything
shield
else?
as a reaction. Never mind.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so this is well, those are pretty low rolls. That's
Is that the second net 20 against Mort?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, is it?
Yes.
Yo.
Yeah.
Mort will remember this. Oh wait, what did you cast on me, Galthor? Protection?
From energy, yeah.
Okay. Does that
From
count
acid.
against? Oh, okay. So I have that going for me. Oh wait,
Yeah, it's just
wait.
Uh-huh.
He rolled a net 20, right?
Mhm.
I will use my inspiration to die to drop that.
Oh, nice. Go for it.
It's D12, right?
Clutch. Real clutch.
Yes.
It's a D12.
If it's
yes.
the DM inspiration, it's a D12.
12.
Oh, beautiful,
Wow.
Mort. Yes. All right. So rather than it's
He
just
rolled
an
an
8 to hit. Well, I guess it'd be +5, right? So it would be a
13, which is still ineffective against shield.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Sorry, my earbud died.
So just to let you guys know, when I put raging up, the dancing lights went away.
Yeah, same here. Oh no way! I didn't cast any
okay.
concentration, so mine are still up.
Mine are still up too.
Gotcha.
All right, so we're doing pen and paper here, so I had to hold on. Shield is
I know,
level
sorry,
1.
folks. Sorry.
So now I'm down to 3 level 1s, and
let's see. So that misses, right? That misses entirely. So
yeah, so that's it.
You good?
First one, yeah.
You good? Kaylin, you're up, and Mort, you're just like, awesome. Feels like a butterfly, seem like a bee. Just dodging out of these things. It's
Do the
beautiful.
shuffle.
All right, I'm gonna make this really difficult on you, Dan. How many?
Go for it.
How many blobs do I see in the room?
1 for each, so 9.
So 9 blobs. I am going.
Yeah, you don't see any more in the ceiling, anything like that. So.
I am going to use my robe of stars and cast forth one of the stars off of the robe to cast magic missile at 5th level, which is what the robe allows me to do. So that gives me 7 missiles. Did I do that right? 3, 4, yeah.
Yes, 7.
That's 7. So I'm going to do 4. Let's see, 3 against the. 4 against the blob and that's closest to me.
Yep.
And 3 to 1 beside that, whatever one is closest. Beside that blob.
Okay. So go ahead and roll those first 3 or the however many you're doing again at the one next to you, as it's already looking pretty weak.
Holy God! I rolled 2 1s, so that's only 6 points of damage.
Oh.
Yeah, is that a
so guess what?
Miss?
That's all you needed to defeat that one.
Oh.
No, magic missile automatically hits.
Nice.
Yep.
No, I was looking at features that I have to help with other people's rolls.
Got it.
Neat. So you cast it, and just splats out and kind of sinks down into that stream that's running along the cave.
And that is 15 points for the one in front of me, Dan.
Okay. All right. So the one in front of you, I put the 6 on. That's the one that died, and then the one next to that.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. You were in the middle, right? Yeah. So that would be the one attacking Mort, which takes 15 points of damage and looks fairly weakened. If it wasn't feeling defeated already from missing Mort so much, or from Mort. It's not that it missed it; it's that Mort was super diesel.
You got it. And then I will take my other 2 attacks and go after it with my sword. The one by Mort.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. All right. All right, and that's with my hammer. I'm sorry, I think I said my sword, but I'm going at it with my hammer.
Oh, nice.
All right, that is a 23 to hit.
Okay.
No. That is a 32 to hit. Yes.
Jeez.
Wow.
Incredible. Well, it hits.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It's a dope ass hammer. Oh, and it has those cool features too. Oh my gosh. We haven't been able to use it in so long.
That is 13 damage.
This is the one next to Mort, the other one near you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just splatters it out, and what little remaining mass is left kind of melts down and gets carried away by the stream.
Wonderful. And then so she will take her movement and move to the next one.
Okay.
That is a 27 to hit.
Oh yeah, I'll
hit. And that is a 17 damage.
Okay. That would be this one, 17. Beautiful. It's very, very, very weak. It's the one that's attacking Blueberry. You come back and strike it across and knock a big blob off of it. Not looking too good.
That's all she's got.
Whew, Devanya, you are up. Let me get you on screen here.
Yeah, I'm not as adept as memorizing all that shit.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, there's so
just...
much. Plus, I think Devanya hasn't been able to be, aside from sparring, too many big active fights. It's exciting.
Yeah, she's been in the background. So how many do we have up so far?
There are 2 dead. There are 7 left, spread about, one next to each person. The one next to Kaylin's dead, and the one next to Mort is dead, and the one next to Blueberries is looking almost dead.
Okay, so who's next to who is what I'm gonna ask.
In the front, well, Emil currently is up in the ceiling. 2 of Emil's are up in the ceiling. Leaving in front, who else was there? Aaron, I think.
Yeah.
So Aaron's up front. Devanya, you are next to Kaylin, Mort, and Blueberry. And Rain and Aga are in the back.
And we each have an ooze on us, except for Kaylin and Mort. Or just Kaylin.
Mine's dead too.
Yours is dead too. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Okay. The one for Blueberry. No, the one for me.
Okay.
Clearly.
It's like, mocking you. What you gonna do?
I had a plan, but I've changed it so many times so far, at least 5 times. I'm going to try. I'm gonna cast Disintegrate on it and hold on.
Nice. Pulling out all the stops.
And use a. I was thinking using Twin Spell.
Okay.
On it, use a sorcery point to, and then use the yeah.
So double the spell, one on the one in front of you, and which other one would you like to target?
The one in front of Blueberry.
Okay. Now, is Disintegrate an attack where you attack, or do I have to roll something against that? Like
It's,
a saving?
They have to make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 10d6 plus 40 force damage.
Okay, I'm positive they failed. It's below the base, so they both fail. Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage if you want. If you have the dice for it, just to have that beautiful roll action.
Plenty of dice.
I know, right? That's a silly question. Yeah.
So 10d6.
Yes, Big Jim. That's right. Dual finger guns.
I gotta mute myself so I don't like.
Oh. No, we want to hear that beautiful sound.
I was about to say raining dice sounds like a good one for
it. It is. Yeah? Like, let's see. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I didn't even need to bring out more dice. I had.
So awesome.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
You and you. I mean, this is a huge spell. I can't, unless you roll like ultra crop-tastic, but I don't think there's any way either of these are surviving. You got this.
3, 4, 5. So that's 39 plus 40 on the first one.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yep, that one disintegrates. There's nothing left to get washed away by the stream. It's like it bubbles down on itself instead of splashing anywhere, and foams, and then just turns into nothing.
Just to be clear, that total was 79.
Oh shit!
The other one didn't do so well, so it's the second one is 27 plus 40.
Oh yeah. These things are both dead. All right, so the one attacking Blueberry dead. And what was the other? Which did you have a? Do you care which other one you get?
The one in front of me, and then the one.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the one in front of me, and then the one for Blueberry.
That's one spell, and you did 146 points of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Holy shit!
Oh,
Nice.
my nose.
I'm sorry.
That's a crap ton. Yeah. For anyone that can see this and is fighting the party, you just watch. There's all this battle. These things are hurting everyone, and Devon just like, all right, and just disintegrates too with such incredible force, overwhelming force. There was never any chance for these two oozes to survive. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Any bonus action or movement for Devonian? You want to get close to any others, or you like your distance? Here,
I'll probably move back closer to Aga and Rain, and
Okay.
Hold on, where the hell? Where is it? Where is it? Where'd it go?
Nice, Emil.
Oh my nose. That's an action. I don't need that. No, I'm. Wait.
You'll be next,
No,
Aga,
no.
just so
Hold
you
on.
can be on deck.
No, that's an action. Footballs. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'll just move closer to you guys.
You move a little closer to them.
Sweet.
As she's moving over, Aga, it's your turn. And who's going to be next?
Seeing Mort's luck and being concerned about, the other wizard in the group, Aga's going to use his bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Mort.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're all within 30 feet of one another, yes?
Yeah, except Emil probably, because he's you're probably within 30 feet of him too. It's only 20 feet tall, so yeah.
Okay, so he's going to cast Sanctuary on Mort just to keep those crits off of him, because that was scary. And then he's going to use his regular action just to cast Ray of Frost at,
okay.
I guess, the nearest one that's not within 5 feet of him, because it's a ranged spell attack.
You can get the one next to Aaron then, if you wish. What does that have to do? A dex? Or
That's an
con
attack
save?
roll.
Oh, okay.
It's an attack roll, yeah.
What
How
that
many are
hit?
left?
Huh?
How many
I
are
just killed-
left?
So 4 dead.
Okay, so
that's-
there's the one by
so
me,
that's 3.
by
right?
Galithor, and by Rain,
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5, 4, 5.
There should
and,
be 5.
and Emil.
5.
There's 5 left.
So
I don't
there's
math.
I'll
mine,
recount. I'm just going to
Galithor,
let Aga do his
Rain.
move, and then I'll recount
Yeah,
for
go
everybody.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
and Aga. It would be there's one next to Aga.
Hey, Aga with the Ray of Frost hit Rain, just for clarification.
No, it's a beam, not a cone.
Yeah, no, it's an attack roll. So it's like Eldritch Blast. It's like a single target hits it or doesn't.
Okay, so it's not a cone. Okay, got it.
Yeah, no.
Right.
That's
what you got, Aga?
19.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Yep.
Okay, and that's at this level, it's 3d8.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. I think I'm missing. No, there it is. Okay. Ooh, 15 points of cold damage.
Juicy. Okay.
And I believe Ray of Frost has another effect. Hold on one second.
Oh, okay.
Its speed is reduced to 10 feet until the start of your next turn as ice forms on it.
You find that while this probably doesn't seem like the amount of damage it would has killed any of the others, the fact that there's something about the ice, it constricts it as it's freezing. It freezes it really easily, and then it starts breaking off in shards and pieces, crumbling into a pile of broken ice. It did. One in front of Aaron. So currently, we only have one in front of Rain, one in front of below Emil. It's just sort of chilling. The one in front of Aga, and the one in front of Galithor.
So 4 left.
Head on the rocks. Just 4 left now. All right, and that brings us up to that ooze is dead. This ooze is at least alive. One more. Jeez, and who's this one attacking? This one's attacking Aga. No, that's a 10. That's not going to hit. A 20.
With the shield out, that's actually a miss.
Okay.
Nice.
But the shield is non-magical, so would the shield, or does it have to hit to do damage to the?
Oh, let's take
armor?
a peek. See, no, it has to hit. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. So you are free and clear. After that ooze, we have Mort. Payback.
Yeah. Surveying the field.
Survey set.
That's awesome.
I was going to try one thing, but I think we got it handled. So I am going to cast Blight on the one next to Aga, on Aga.
Okay, nice.
Has to make a
awesome.
What's the save on this? Or is there? It's Constitution save. Con save.
Okay. It fails. It rolled a 2.
Okay, let me get all these dice together.
Yes.
No, that's not.
This is one next to Aga, you said?
Yeah, 8d8.
Oh my gosh, nice.
We did
A
not
little bit of
come
a
here to
rumble
fuck
to the
around.
ground. You feel some
We've been
extra water.
starved for combat.
We'll do 4 choice.
You sense a little bit of a rumble to the area, to the ground, and a
no.
little extra water, kind of an extra sheet kind of drops off this water type stuff and splashes on the ground, quickly finding its way to the stream and being ushered out with the current.
11 is 18. 39. 39 necrotic damage.
Oh yeah, it's so dead. And it gets eaten away. It turns black and putrid and starts popping these yellowish bubbles off the side of this black. Little pustules popping. It dead.
All right, hold on. Let me get this spell
that's the
slot
one that
for
was
that.
getting
That's a
Aga.
4.
And casting that spell does cancel Sanctuary. That's gone now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, anytime you do anything hostile, Sanctuary goes away. I just wanted to protect you for a minute.
Okay, all right.
Nothing could hurt you again.
It's good to know. I'll erase that. Thank you.
Rain, you're gonna be up, so be prepared. It's gonna ooze, and then it's gonna be you, Rain. But more, is there anything else for you? Bonus action or movement?
Bonus action, I guess. Is there any of these oozes within like striking distance of me?
Not. Let's see, because yours is dead.
With their
right?
movement, yeah. With their movement.
No, there isn't.
All right, so I won't. I'll just back up another 15 feet just to get totally clear of anything.
Are you heading like way back by Aga, or like back the other way up by Erwin?
I'll head towards Erwin since he's got a dead one on her. So.
Neat. All right, there is an ooze. Let me follow this long line. I wrote it's can't do anything. I mean, it can't attack Emil because Emil's up on the ceiling. And while it can sort of glom on, it does not have the speed to catch up. So this one's going to across the floor over to Aaron. Oh, you're welcome.
Love that description.
Since it hasn't been my turn yet, I still have shield up.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, nice. That is an 18 to hit.
Just misses.
Oh, nice. And that one definitely misses. It rolled a 3.
Yes.
Boom, boom. It's just hitting the shield, doing absolutely nothing. Rain, you art up. Uppeth.
There's one in front of me still, right?
Let's see. There is. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame, and it's a cantrip, so it has to roll a Dex save, and I get to deal 3d8 radiant damage. Ooh, not that bad.
All right. Let's see. Since it's a spell. Wait, is it a melee spell attack or just a spell attack? Or a spell, not a spell attack.
Sacred Flame is just.
It's a cantrip. Yeah, it's just a save.
Let's see. And sorry, it was Constitution, you said?
Dex.
Okay, yeah. 15?
Probably not.
No.
Oh, it's against my spell DC, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is probably 18.
I would guess.
Shoot. No, it's Art thou. Yeah, I don't have my...
You're at 13 to start, so as long as your spellcasting modifier is at least a +2.
What's your wisdom modifier?
Good question. +3.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage now. That damage.
Wow.
15 radiant damage. And yes, I did depth.
Nice. Destroy it. Or did you already roll the damage, or are you rolling it now?
Yeah, I already rolled it, and it
Okay,
was
what
a
was it?
15 radiant damage.
Woo! 15. It takes quite a bit of damage and looks pretty weak at this point as you go, oh, this radiant damage beams over it, and some of the gelatinous part has a little, like, almost like a carbonated bubble coming up to its little surface, taking damage from that. Looking very weak. Do you have a bonus action or
bonus action? If I have it up, healing ward. If I have it prepared.
I don't think anyone's been injured. No.
Me.
Oh.
I have.
Oh yeah, Caitlin's been injured.
My bad.
I need some healing.
Nope, I don't have it prepared. So do you wanna be? This mass cure wounds. Nope, it's an action. I know cure wounds is an action, so no bonus action. I'm gonna move closer towards Aga and Devanya. Like,
okay.
kind of.
You're next to this. Ooh, so if you move further away from it to get over to them, it might attack you. You're welcome to do. I just wanted to set the scene since we don't have the map.
You're good. Yeah, I'm gonna move gently so it doesn't attack me, but I know it's probably gonna attack me. So I'll just take. I'll just take the attack of opportunity.
Okay. It attempts. Oh my gosh, it's a natural 20.
Ah!
I got you.
Yeah.
I clearly chose the wrong target for Sanctuary.
Let's see.
Congrats.
Sorry, not sorry.
Jesus, Dan, how many times are you gonna roll?
14. That's 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
no,
guys, rain's gonna go down.
That's a lot of dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Don't you have a dice? Don't you?
15.
Rain?
15. 20.
So many dice the DM is accidentally dropping there.
Rain,
And
you
30 points of acid damage.
Yeah, Rain's unconscious.
You had an inspiration die, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll give you a moment if you want to use it.
Oh, I had a
You can try and
D14.
reduce damage with it.
Oh, but still, it's a nat 20, guys. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
And also, well, I'm just.
Will 14 keep you up? Or D14 keep you up?
Oh, I really want to use an action right now. Even as an adult, Rain's the squishiest party member. I'm using a different D20.
This would be a
Okay,
D4
9.
to try and. Okay.
11. Nope, it doesn't do anything.
Doesn't keep
Still
you up.
stand.
Okay. You almost get out, and it gets just like sticky oozes across your back and down your legs, and as you drop to the floor,
I
it
literally-
bludgeons you, and then
For free action,
you can say something if you want.
I just mumble like as I pass out of consciousness.
What a word.
No, I just like, man, I just got the
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, got some ooze a cooking. Erin, you're watching this just before you. She's running over towards you and Aga.
Devanya. I was running towards
Devanya.
Devanya and Aga.
It's just kind of.
Oh, right, Eamon's in front. Sorry.
I was
Ray,
already
Eamon is next. My
by
bad.
you though, because like
Oh, I'm sorry.
I moved by
Yeah, so what I
Aga
was-
and Rain.
The ooze has an.
Okay.
Well,
What I was doing,
These
I was
freaking butts
moving, Melissa, to help you. I was
Yeah, I'm
kind of more
listening.
moving towards the middle. So
Okay.
like in a triangle formation,
Yeah.
you, Aga, and then Rain.
Well, here's the thing. It might not matter because the one that's on you, Rain, is next.
Next to what, Dan?
Is next in line. In combat order.
Dan.
I'm sorry. It's an ooze in
Dan.
the brain.
Does that mean that it's also next to me because
It-
her and
or-
I were basically side by side?
It's within the
Like-
vicinity of you. It's not 5 feet, maybe 10 feet, 15 feet.
I was just thinking it might target me because I was close.
Oh, gotcha. Well, we'll see what
would I
we'll see what
react
it
to
does.
that?
I'll have it do some rolls. It doesn't know better yet. It doesn't know, so it's going to do that first attack, which I think is an automatic crit and therefore an automatic.
But it
death
has to.
saving
It has
throw.
no. It has to roll to hit first.
Yes.
Before it's an auto crit.
Okay, guys.
So if it hits,
Even as a even though
Mhm.
she's
because
Yes.
she's still prone. She's unconscious, which means she's prone. So you have
Yeah.
to roll to hit first, and if it does hit, then it's a
Auto crit because
then
she's
it's an
unconscious.
auto crit. Yeah.
okay.
Will it also
But
be
it
a
is-
disadvantage?
He
It's
does.
an added advantage because he's doing a melee attack within
Oh, yeah.
5 feet while prone.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Never
Okay,
mind.
14 and 15, so a 19 and a 20, so 20 to hit.
Oh my god.
So that is 2 failed death saving throws. And it has one more
Can I
turn.
use? Oh no, I don't think I'll be able to. I've got favored by the gods, but I don't think I could use it for somebody else.
Let's see. What does it want to do? Oh my gosh, how freaky. So I was like, is it going to attack her or not? And I had a 1 to 10, 11 to 20, and it rolled the exact same number twice. Okay. The glob rolls up and starts wobbling into sort of a hammer-like structure with a big blob up top and leans way back before Rain as though perching to do a devastating melee attack. And that's where we're in tonight's session.
God damn it, Dan!
Don't hate me, please. I'm sorry.
So,
Let me take my turn.
no, Dan. So that means Sam hasn't gotten turn. So that means I'm gonna actually write that in my notes. Sam has the top of the round for next week.
Well, after it attacks.
It
Yeah.
has to finish attacking
after
first.
the attacks.
Yeah.
that's Aaron wins.
No, I know, but in initiative order, I'm gonna write this
Thank
down
you.
so we can keep
Sure.
track.
Mm-hmm. I have it in my handy dandy notebook as well here.
I really miss my bard and cutting words.
Oh, right.
Dan,
Okay, that got
so-
pretty intense.
Yes,
You
Let's explore the caves. Whee! It's like,
Death.
they'll be weak, but they'll hurt.
Yes, think, Dan. You
Or
think?
Dan.
So, Dan, should I just create a backup character for next week just in case?
That's entirely up to you. There's some suspense in here.
Okay, yeah. So guys, if your first character dies, have 2 backup characters ready because Dan will kill them
Sam
both.
knows, but yeah.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
So,
It's monsters,
Sam,
they
am I the
have
next?
it.
Am I the Taliesin Jaffe Jr. after you?
Nice.
No, we're both Scanlan.
Oh,
Great session there, guys.
Amazing.
Poor Dan.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Geez, I have to stay to keep stakes. I've got to follow what the monsters. I think the
Yeah.
monsters would do. And I
Absolutely.
rolled, and they're still like, "Hey, Dan, guess what? This is what we want you to do."
Okay, Horsey
So-
Toad, are you talking about you were given? I was just popping chat just to make sure. people haven't subbed to give me their inspiration dice, but Horsey Toad did say, I offer my dice to block Dan's attacks. Was it for me, Horsey? I don't know.
Probably. I mean, it was a little bit after the fact, which is great that he's offering. And I do want to honor subscriber dice. So let me see what I can do and think about over this next week to find a balance between staying true to gameplay, so we all have like stakes and you know, and it feels kind of real, and honoring the whole intention behind the subscriber die.
Vic's offering hers as well.
Thank you, Victoria.
I'll tell you what. What I'll do is you can roll subscriber dies, okay? And
we can wait until next week.
We can save that for
next week.
Revivify.
What it'll
Let's
do
keep the
is
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, we're keeping the
gonna
cliffhanger
keep
for
the
sure.
cliffhanger,
This will
guys.
just be whether or not it attacks her. But we'll do that next week.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah.
What a wonderful night.
ride.
Oh my gosh, for real, right? Another fantastic night. I hope that wasn't too clumsy with me, you know, operating off of this setup here, the Chromebook and everything. And thank you for bearing with me with the theater of the mind and everything else. Thank you, viewers, for having these. You may have Horsey. Well, let's make
We can
sure
wait until next
that
week.
subscriber dies are being able to be used. We'll figure out over this next week in what manner to use them to hopefully prevent her death. But we will honor your dice for sure. Your die. Okay. I don't think, gosh, that I have anyone to stream tonight. I'm sorry, to raid. There's like no one up.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So, all right. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Let's see. You can catch us all every Friday night from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern here on Stormfall. A lot of feels, a lot of RP. Usually, we have some battle infused here as they go into the dangerous Underdark. A warm-up battle. So catch us next Friday, of course, to see what happens. Sorry. Oh, that's awesome. Jaeger, nice. You can catch us every Saturday evening. We have all sorts of content. Every Saturday evening, 6 to 9 is the Tower of Dreams, DM'd by Andrew. Gosh, I still don't know how much to reveal on that, but it's a very interesting, different take on a 5th edition D&D world. Check it out for sure. Very fun. Love the characters. Love the whole system. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, you can catch us on Obsidian Star, our very own Vic, who's in chat there. Glorious Victory. DMs Obsidian Scar, which is our proper naughty campaign. And again, if you don't believe me, go watch the most recent 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And,
Or, you know, all of it.
I literally saw a little bit, and I was just like, oh, we weren't kidding when they said it's a naughty campaign.
yeah, oh my gosh, be naughty. And then catch us every Monday night for the Forsaken, that our very own wonderful Steph DMs. Yay! There's political intrigue and floating cities and banned or forbidden arcana. There's all sorts of amazing stuff. Of course, we trample on it by, you know, collecting every single side quest possible, all doing 1%, but still managing to kill cities worth of people. It's good times. Forsaken, Monday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Every Tuesday night, you can catch us 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern on Curious Lament, our all evil campaign. And then every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. to like 11:30, maybe midnight Eastern, you can catch our weekly talk show. It's basically D&D therapy. It's Bitcoin it.
And as I like to coin it, is talks. For those who know Critical Role, is Talks Machina but therapy.
Nice. Yep. And that's Madbird Squawks every Wednesday, 10 p.m. to, again, 11:30 midnight Eastern. Thank you all so much. We have a bunch of new content on the way. In addition to all that, stop in. Please consider checking out, chilling with us in our Discord. We have this super fun. We have D&D there. It's getting a refresher here over this weekend probably. And all the fun things there. It's great. If you've missed any episodes, you can catch most of them on YouTube. We usually update them as they come out, right after we stream them. But my computer's busted, blah, 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 long story. So we're going to be, those will be a little bit behind. Steph, is it okay to mention that other thing, or should I not yet? Is that we're not?
No, you can. I mean, I would say you can mention it. Yeah.
Okay. So folks have been so kind in trying to help me get a new computer set up so we can continue streaming and doing all the things. And we're going to be having a little bit of a sort of a fundraiser this next week, starting
officially on Monday.
Okay.
And then going throughout all the rest of our campaigns going throughout the week, and then next weekend we might have some extra shows.
Ooh, excellent. I love it. So check out again in Discord if you haven't seen. There's sort of a call out for people that want to participate in some of the events to raise funds. One shots and other fun things like that, DMing, playing. Sign on up so we can organize that, and look forward to that next week. And thank you for that, of course. Okay, sorry, it's super late. Thank you all players. Phenomenal tonight. Thank you for putting up with my silliness and ridiculousness in battle. Thank you, viewers, for also putting up with me. We will get those subscriber dice we'll put them to good use to try and save Rain next week. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Bye.